Never say never.
Rat fucks, putrid, never say never. Not too fucking clever. I'll pull the fucking lever. If you got problems, bottle don't solve them. Any problems, be a man, solve them. Look at the weather, better stay together. Camaraderie, solidarity, life don't last forever. Gotta make the best of the bad situation, and except for female penetration. If you're fucking faking, I'm gonna be blatant. Fuck the fucking bacon. If they're fucking waiting, how come you always waiting? The fucking cheese and wine route. I think you're fucking taking. Stop your perpetrating. You believe your own lies and stop lying, stop telling. Go back to 7-Eleven. Stop fucking rebelling. Get out of the business. You're not fucking legitness. If you didn't live it, you can't fucking spin it. Stop being fake. Cement shoes in the fucking lake. Watch them like assassins. Fuck with us. Fatal attractions. New York Cali. Gotta live with it. Watch the Metropolitan. We're on again. Bobby Nizzo, Lebanon, Don Shern, Dickie Scans, get on the mic and tell them we don't like them. Never say never. Ambitious, bad decisions, many incisions, ultimate visions. Stop your bitches, stop your snitching. I'm like Grandizer, I'm much fucking wiser.
It ain't happening, it ain't going down like that. Nah, that ain't happening, it ain't going down like that. Nah, that ain't happening, it ain't going down like that. It ain't going down like that. It ain't gonna happen, it ain't going down. Nah, that ain't gonna happen, it ain't going down. Nah, that ain't gonna happen, it ain't going down. It ain't going down like that.
Found I was out to be surrounded by cloud sound, the VOLUME. I was down to beat palms together, I swear. The Shakespeare of pure hip-hop poetry. If my face wasn't on the cover, who would believe it is me? Picture being able to topple a rhyme, deacon my opponents as I climb, dealing with this industry slime, finding my rock mind and losing it to this clock flying. Don't put a period at the end of my rhyme. My conversation is an exclamation funnel in time. If I pummel, it's not over. If I get pummeled, I'll do a chin up and never roll over. I'm in an all-terrain territory. I sever the axe, never say never. I'm too clever. In fact, I'll wrap it up and keep it all intact. Cracked leather to smooth silk, I'm always bringing it back. Shackle me to my raps, never say never.
It ain't happening, it ain't going down like that. Nah, that ain't happening, it ain't going down like that. Nah, that ain't happening, it ain't going down like that. It ain't going down like that. It ain't gonna happen, it ain't going down. Nah, that ain't gonna happen, it ain't going down. Nah, that ain't gonna happen, it ain't going down. It ain't going down like that.
Till I got blisters, hard beef, guard whispers. Never got girls, I ain't got sisters. The block got sniffers calling the cell. Some calling it fun, but I'm calling it hell. Eating is decreasing, credits no leasing. Everyone I'm talking to don't wanna listen. I just wanna glisten, I'm calling it quits. Move from home to home like all over twists. Fuck North Pine Street, I just wanna find trees. Smoke with a dime piece and fuck when we Chinese. They see me on the block, they know I don't play. Plus I'm chasing that cheesy cheese every day. I'm not gonna trip out, but when the night flip out. But if one of y'all said it, I will let this clip out and pop at your brain. I'm hot in the rain, since chopping the cane, yo, I've not been the same.
It ain't happening, it ain't going down like that. Nah, that ain't happening, it ain't going down like that. Nah, that ain't happening, it ain't going down like that. It ain't going down like that. It ain't gonna happen, it ain't going down. Nah, that ain't gonna happen, it ain't going down. Nah, that ain't gonna happen, it ain't going down. It ain't going down like that.
It ain't happening. It ain't going down like that. Bosses like that, you bitches. Lebanon Dome. Sure. Barbara C. Think you skin like you know. Come on.
What's happening, people? What a fucking Francis Ngannou. You're a fucking savage. I tell this to everybody. I will answer questions. Gary, I see you in there, brother. Don't worry now. I can see. I'm just using more screens now. That's all, people. So now I can see. I can see the all the messages coming up in the Savage room. Who would have thought this? But at the same time, I always say this. I know people remember me saying it. I say this all the time. You believe in yourself? I say this about myself all the time. Like, if you have any doubt in your mind, you're going to lose a fight. You're going to lose. You can never be scared, especially if you put the work in. You know what I mean? And Tyson Fury, I hate to say this, brother, because I respect you a lot. And this ain't to hurt your feelings or to put you down. But I've seen you look fucking really good in your career. And, ring rust is a real fucking thing. If you're not taking someone serious, how can you not take serious an elite mixed martial artist who beats elite mixed martial artists? So, and only gets better and better and better. Francis Ngannou, salute, respect, brother, on everything I believe in. You know what I mean? Respect, brother, all right? I did that under the church. I made those vows under the church, just like I made the vows at Code of Silence. I even had to make those vows, actually. I just kept it. People don't keep it. You know what I mean? So, hey, I fucking do. Yeah, I'm old school. All champion gear. It's just the way it is. I had a shower. I actually put off eating, but I had a fucking cranberry muffin and some apple juice, and I got some water. See, I don't fucking drink because I'm not pushing this. Not I'm not any guy, nothing like that. I'm just real. You know what I mean? If you don't fucking like it, you get fucking like, I don't know, offended or anything like that. This is an adult fucking talk, rant about things we love. Mostly fighting, you know what I mean? But I throw music in there because I got 2 albums. I'm working on my third. My third will be out fucking soon. And this one's solo. I actually produced this one. And, my producer was really good. It's not that I only use him as a producer is because he was good at what he did and he was fucking confident. You know what I mean? I just wanted to be better than average. That's all I wanted. I just wanted to do it, get it done. So that's what I did. Every weekend, after working all week, I go in there for like fucking anger management. That's what it was like going in the booth. I'd write my verse, had the idea for the song. Everyone was there with me. I brought them in as group members. If you listen to that album, there's like fucking 24 songs. We made like 35 or something, or 30 for 30 fucking, 30, low 30s. But check that album out on Reverb Nation and fucking Disc Makers. And you'll hear some really hot. You listen to Napoleon Syndrome. That was the first song I wrote. It's about, Napoleon Syndrome. If you don't know what that means, you've been under a rock for a long time, or you just, go ask your fucking father or something with your fucking family, and they'll tell you what that means. Sure you heard that fucking quote. But then then a second album, we couldn't use BMA no more because of the Boston Music Awards, but they let me use it on this album. They go, don't use it on your second album. And that's all, it was all good. That's the Forgotten Ones with a Z. That's on CD, baby. That's on YouTube. I mean, my fucking a group member, he made some slideshow videos. I said, pick the ones you want. I don't care. You just pick them. But I care now because I like the other songs a lot. Fucking, they're a lot more hardcore. You know what I mean? But these are songs we had to do. Try for radio, so it wasn't too bad. You know what I mean? Too hardcore. Everyone's got to make a couple B-side songs. So this album is like horrorcore. It's all me. I'm just fucking like a couple different fucking personas and shit. Sith Mall 617. Fucking Anger of a Bastard Child. It's my third album. Listen, people, like I grind, motherfuckers. You people have no fucking clue. I've been grinding my whole fucking life. And what I talk about, I have to stand by it, man. You know what I mean? Actually, what I'm trying to do is help people. You know what I mean? That's the real. I can't be nothing but brutally honest. That's why, like, people hate on Francis. Like, I've been watching boxing since I was like fucking 9 years old. I mean, fucking Marvin Hagler, 8, 9 years old, somewhere around there. See Marvin Hagler running on Wide World of Sports. one Saturday morning or something, or whatever the fuck it was on the weekend. And as a kid, and I just seen him run on the beach, screaming, "Whoa, whoa, who's the champ? I'm the champ." And then I showed, him knocking out some fucking dudes. And I was already fucking playing sports every day, baseball, street hockey, everything, and winning all the time. So yeah, sports was a big part of my life. And then Marvin Hagler, and then it was fucking Iron Mike Tyson in the '80s, early '80s. Marvin Hagler. Then I seen Mike Tyson coming up through the amateurs. I'm like, damn, this guy's he's a wrecking machine. Old school trainer. You know what I mean? Like insane. In the '80s, Mike Tyson was an excuse to have a party instead of partying outside and down the park and fucking where we sold drugs. I can say that shit because this is an adult program, and I did time for this shit already when I was young. First 25 years of my life. Don't judge me on that shit because you can't. I was already judged by a real judge. So 25 years plus later, I smartened the fuck up. My last kid is in school, college right now. You know what I mean? Just started fucking Suffolk University with a Celtics fucking internship too. It costs a lot of fucking money. You know what I mean? Even with scholarships and everything. That whatever they earn, you know what I mean, during their whole fucking school career, they've done good. Both my daughter graduated UMass JFK. I know the law hates it that I fucking was responsible and I have responsibility and took really good care of my kids. It all starts at home, so they're a reflection of me. I was just a product of my environment. I had these idiots fucking emailing me and shit. I got to get answers from people out there. I don't care because I get a lot of my news at the lives. I don't give a fuck if there's 100 people in there, 20 people. It doesn't matter because I know people are going to watch it. Most people that are real out there, they recognize real. And that's organic. I don't want people complaining and shit. And if you have no problem with constructive criticism, if you don't like me, you don't have to watch. Just go on someone else's thing. I like the people that I have, and we'll keep building organically. You know what I mean? I'd rather build slower and realer than have fake people. You know what I mean? But willing to fucking subscribe, you're willing to like, please, I'll always acknowledge people. You know what I mean? I'm a loyal person, man. Like I'm old school. I can't help it, people. I grew up in a different time zone and time. I was born in '71. It's a different fucking thing, man. '80s and '90s are totally different than people that were born in the '80s and '90s. I was born in '71. So people that were born '80s, '90s, and 2000s, they don't understand my lingo. You know what I mean? They can't even imagine it. They think it's fucking cringe. I could. I'm not going to fake it and try to talk like a fucking professor and be a phony. I can't do that. I wouldn't be serving you people the right way that I'm supposed to be fucking doing. You know what I mean? As an independent fucking artist. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I've done a lot of fucking shit in my life. Bad shit too. Selling drugs. You know what I mean? Never hurt women or children. I have morals. You know what I mean? Honestly. I have fucking morals. But I fucking hurt some people. You know what I mean? Because if I didn't hurt them, they're going to hurt me. So, that's just the way it is. Like, I know you people can't understand because you don't hang on the streets with fucking 100 or 200 fucking deep. And I'm not exaggerating. In the 80s, that's the way it was. And then in the 90s, it was in private clubs, fucking bars, buckets of blood in bars, right? Fucking everything you could think of, clubs, everything, casinos, fucking everything. Strip joints. So that's the way it was. Just selling drugs, until I got caught. And then I fucking smartened the fuck up. And I always smoked weed since '83. I never gave a fuck if caught in anything. I never got caught selling pot, because I never sold a lot of weight, like a couple pounds, you know what I mean? Back in the '80s, you know what I mean? So I could say that, but I did get caught with fucking an eighth hair, a roach in the fucking ashtray. I was half like this, like a half the joint, stupid shit, you know what I mean? But I think they realized pot. I knew pot was just helping me, you know what I mean? I knew that when I was young, you know what I mean? Yeah, propaganda. Yeah, this is a cannabis community too. Or it's fucking people that are fucking trying to beat fucking drugs and shit. I want to help everybody. I'm going to really put more effort into this because I believe this is a good thing. I can connect with people all across the fucking world. And it's a good thing. Communication is key with everything in life. You'll learn that. If you haven't learned it yet, communication is key. Because what happens when there's a lack of communication? It's fucking incompetence. So we're gonna get into fights right now, and I'm gonna get to your fucking questions because hey, look at these fucking savages. You know, I like these people right there. Thank you for joining, Gary, my man. Francis won, but I got all 7 right. Oh my god, no, you're a good picker, Gary. I said this fucking live. If you go back and listen, you know what I mean. Like I said it live. I go, Gary can pick fucking fight. I said I would put out fucking. What do we have? 70 people in the fucking 803 or 804 club. The one 2 years ago. I said I'll put those 70 pickers picking fights up against anyone. I said maybe not boxing with all of them. I said I'd put up a couple of us. I know boxing, and this is probably one of the few boxing matches I picked wrong, and I blame that on Tyson Fury's erratic life. It's not his fault. He has a fucking TV show. Yeah, it's like when people get involved with Hollywood or movies or reality TV, not saying that's bad. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is they're not focused on their task at hand. And you have to focus on the task at hand. It's beating your opponent. You don't go to jail for fucking doing it. You know what I mean? And when I say I want to fucking fight Haney for talking shit about white people and shit, like he don't know real white people would come from the city that don't fuck around, dude. And I ain't fucking saying that about black people. Most of them, half of my fucking inspiration are black people, man. So don't ever fucking say that shit, man. I don't like it, and I will go in the fucking ring with you because I've been in the ring at the best in my area. If you don't think tough people come from Boston, you're out of your fucking mind. Quincy, Dodger, you're out of your mind, child. You're out of your mind. The North End, there's so many parts of Boston, the boroughs and boroughs and boroughs. People fight against other fucking neighborhoods and other boroughs. The way it was with us, you know what I mean? But it's just fucking crazy. But listen, Francis, someone was fucking saying, and listen, everyone has the right to their opinion. This is earlier this morning. I think I don't really go on social media too much because I really don't like it. It's good for people, you know what I mean? It's good for businesses and stuff that I'm building. But all I have to do is post and ghost. I don't have to fucking stay there. I shouldn't have to. You know what I mean? So if people like it, they like it. They don't, they don't. You know what I mean? And I'm only going to get better at this because I've never fucked around computers in my life. I taught myself all this shit. So, yeah, who cares? You know what I mean? I wish I learned it earlier in life. You know what I mean? But I was too busy fucking working on tunnel jobs and fucking other things. You know what I mean? It's craziness, and having kids, Then I had kids and, you get really busy with kids, Dogs, kids, wife, you just got so many things pulling at you, and it's a good thing, what I mean? It's not bad. It's not bad what people think, man, believe me. But I'm gonna Gary always makes good points, just like Paulson there. Like everyone always makes good points. Fixed fight. I don't know, brother. I wanted to ask you that because you're from that region, you know what I mean? I don't know England. I've never been on the streets of England. So I don't know. You know what I mean? I'd believe you, Gary, if you told me. If you told me. Oh, yeah. Easy picks. I thought that I picked Duran just out of respect for his father. You know what I mean? I've only seen a little film on him. I mean, I didn't think he was that bad. You know what I mean? I thought he'd only get better. You know what I mean? Yeah, I was 3-4. Just, but that's nothing because I usually do really good with boxing, like 90% at least, sometimes 100, so it's doesn't matter. All I care about, Gary, is having wins, the most wins at the end of the year. I don't care about first place finishing. That shit I don't care. I just want to have the most wins at the end of the year or in the top fucking 3 or 5 or 10 or whatever, Just know I'm doing good with all those really good pickers, and we're all of us can pick good. You know what I mean? It's a good competition. It's good friendly fucking camaraderie. You know what I mean? It's fun. I don't do it for money and shit because I don't gamble. I take action on football and shit. Shout out Pulse Reloaded, too. Fifth Ward Posse, what's up, brother? Shout out to Ngannou, almost shot. Yeah, he almost shot the world, brother. He did shot the world. He went 10 rounds with the fucking undisputed fucking, the man that beat the man, undefeated, one draw. We all know what that draw, that fight was fucking epic. He came back from fucking, see, you come back from cocaine and alcohol and stop drinking, because I did it. I stopped in the 80s and 90s, you know what I mean? So I stopped around 99, I started slowing down. My wife asked me, you know, for her and my young daughter. So yeah, I said, yeah. And I just stopped going out. I stayed home on the weekends. And so for him to lose that weight and stop drinking and all that shit, that's going to be easy. You know what I mean? Coming off like fucking pain meds and prescription drugs is 10 times harder. Trust me, people. Don't ever do them. I always say on there, don't do shit. You're going to learn shit when you listen there. You are going to learn. I promise you. I'm going to give you a gem. It's going to help you with your life. Don't fuck with prescription drugs, because once you take it one, then you need two, then you need three, then you need four. It's like anything fucking else. So, and then if you don't have it, you're fucking miserable, sick. You're really sick. The flu is horrible, man. Like my first 2 state, but I never did a pill till the year 2000. When I used to see people dope sick, I was like, how can they ever do that to themselves? You know what I mean? In my head, because I never did shit till the year 2000. A couple perks on Fridays, that was it. That's how it started. And then I started getting prescribed them for an injury. But yeah, I think Tyson Fury, I mean, an elite boxer, like really, really good. But here's where the mistake was, people. And anyone that really understands fighting will know this. Jake, brother, is sending me Texas, and I'm on a live stream, brother, doing a podcast on the channel. My buddies, they're fucking crazy. This is what, see, when they're drinking, you know, this is when they fucking text you and shit. Yeah, Tyson Fury, I seen it right from the beginning. When I didn't see Tyson Fury pushing Francis back, and that's what you got to do with a really hard puncher. You have to shorten the distance. You have to fucking get right in there. You know what I mean? You have to get right in there, like he bullied Wilder in the, you know, after getting knocked out in the 12th round. The rest of that round, he bullied Wilder. He realized he couldn't fight throwing punches, moving backwards. He didn't have all the technically sound boxing skills with footwork and everything. And I see Wilder working on that now when I see him training. So it's good to see, you know, but yeah, he realized it right there. And then he went to Sugar Hill, and Emmanuel Stewart style is high pressure boxing, like Hagler and Hearns, you know, from Detroit. Shout out to Detroit. Like, that was the style. Go in there and punish your opponent. Walk him down and punish him. And that's what Tyson Fury did with Wilder in the second fight. And he beat him. He beat his fucking ass in that fight. He picked the fucking rounds and everything. He wasn't right on the rounds, I don't think, but he was pretty fucking close. And, yeah, Tyson Fury and Wilder gave us 3 epic wars, brought the heavyweight division back in boxing. When people say boxing's done, it's not fucking done. We still got a lot of elite boxers in every fucking division, especially the lightweight division. It's the same as MMA. It's all in the lightweight division. They're stacked. So is boxing's. We're going to see epic fights, man. And the people that say boxing's done, boxing sucks, well, you don't know shit. Go box and see how easy. Yeah, I guarantee it will humble you. I don't give a fuck how good, tough you think you are. Go in there with a small guy. I guarantee you it'll humble you if you've never been in a ring. I promise. And I'm not talking to you guys there. I'm talking to everybody out there. They know. It went down like that. Pulse, I got you already, right? Tyson trained a beast. Yeah, I knew Tyson was going to help. Old school rules. Yep. That's Queensbridge or whatever. That means old school fucking boxing. That's what fucking Mike Tyson said to Sap. He goes, sign the contract, big guy. Queensberry rules, right? Remember?
when I Saps fight at Pride or whatever, Tyson was there. Mike Tyson. He said, sign the fucking grand is real 100. I'm glad you finally realized that, Gary. Like, what the fuck, dude? Why would I be? I tell people, you know, my shit's public record. You know, I'm not proud of it. You know what I mean? Not at all. Not at all. Not since I had kids. That's what's changed me. You know what I mean? Once my daughter was born, 10 and a half years later, I had a son, you know, the same wife, woman that was my wife by then, you know. You got to marry a good woman if you got a good woman, people out there, you know what I mean? And she's working right now. And she works as a cross guard, you know, for fucking 20 plus years. And I got my early retirement coming fucking another year, 2 years from January. So it's all good. You know, my future's secure. And I don't want to, I'll never settle for just my retirement. You know what I mean? And my disability I get that I signed in 2010 or 11 that I should have never signed. I signed my life away. They said I wouldn't be walking 10 years from now. And this is the head of neurology in Boston, all right? And my primary care. They said, Robert, you worked enough in your life where you know, most people would kill for this. You know, you pay all your bills, you don't go to work, you know, this and that. I'm like, but I love the work. And I was working at the time of this, you know what I mean? I'm like, they go, leave that job right now. I go, no, I'm not leaving. Check this out. I'll give you guys teach you guys a little lesson, okay? Always question your doctor. And don't let them answer a question with a question. Don't let anyone do that to you. Never take it when you ask a question, because there's no such thing as a stupid question out there, people, even if it sounds dumb. I could roll my eyes and go, yeah. What a fucking stupid question in my head. But you know what? I'd be a hypocrite. So I say, you know what? Shake that off inside my head and say, you know what? Yeah. You know, I explain it, you know, or whatever, you know, or they already know the answer, you know. But I forget what the fuck I hate when that fucking happens. Yeah. Gary, thanks, brother. I appreciate it, brother. Y'all real too, brother. You know what I mean? Y'all loyal too, brother. And I want to give you that fucking acknowledgement, bro. I respect loyal people, man. I really do, because that's the way I am. And I appreciate it, brother. You know what I mean? I do, man. I like you too, bro. I like you too, brother. Never didn't like you. If your money is made with fists, fame, fucks you. Yeah, but Tyson Fury, he's a legacy fighter. He doesn't want to fucking lose. You know what I mean? When I see him touching his lows like that with his glove, if you go back and watch his fights all the way since the beginning, right? That's when he gets caught. You know what I mean? Gets touched and he gets pissed off. That's what he does. He's like punching himself a little bit, but he's trying to wipe up the fucking, because you see him fucking, his eyes were a little bit spinning when he's on the ground, on the canvas, you know what I mean? When he's down, you know, his eyes were fucking rolling a little bit. I don't know if that's CGI or AI. I don't know. I don't think so. You know what I mean? You don't have to fake that shit because it's real. You know what I mean? Boxing's real. Boxing, people should treat boxing with respect. I'm an old school. Anyone that shits on boxing, I'm gonna shit on them back. But I love MMA too. I love fighting in general. I like people that do hard shit. See, that fighting is easy for me. Believe it or not, like, it's easy for me. It always has been. I'm saying fucking I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. Like, honestly, Tyson Fury took this man like lightly. And I told someone earlier today, I said, he said, this guy said, I'm not going to mention his name because he's a good dude. And he has his right to his opinion, like I said, right? He said, he has no chance in the world. I go, yes, he does. I go, because if this was a cage fight and he could kick and grapple and everything else, he would hurt Tyson Fury bad in less than a round. Because he's beating elite fucking fighters. Like, mixed martial arts is elite fight. It's like a street fight. Best man on the planet should be able to do it in a cage or in the street. That's the baddest motherfucker on the planet. And I'm not taking nothing away from fucking Francis, because I love Francis. I love his story. If you believe in yourself, if you're confident, which I am, anyone knows, probably think I'm cringe, that's fine, because I don't use the word cringe, but I know younger people do, and maybe older people do too. I don't know. I've never used that word in my life. But now I have to because of the internet. It's fine. I don't care. You know, I adapt, you know what I mean, to my surroundings. It doesn't matter. But confidence, belief in yourself, self-belief. Like I said, I never went into a fight. Don't get me wrong. When I was younger, I get a little bit nervous, like the butterflies. Just like I do, even when I'm in court for something like that, I didn't do it. I was with someone else, you know, supporting them or whatever the case, right? I'd still get butterflies because that judge's fucking pen, that's your life, motherfucker. Like, people don't know, like, they don't realize it. You live by the sword, you die by the pen. They're not, a judge ain't using a computer up there. He signs that fucking paper. Then it gets fucking notary republic from fucking the court in the state, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, here where I live. So yeah, I had to do state time 2 times. My first 19 years old, got out when I was 21, and 24 to almost 26. So yeah, I was very lucky, you know, very lucky. I got the smallest state bids you could get. Without like a lot of parole and shit, you know what I mean? And wrap up bids that I could wrap up. Didn't have no parole, but you would have superior court probation. So I had to smarten the fuck up. I don't like people telling me what to do. So being in prison, you gotta listen to rules and shit. I don't know, but I do follow the law. That's what people don't understand. You can fucking smarten the fuck up. And if you have morals and shit, and you know, your brain don't mature till you're 25. So all this was way before I was 25. All of it. So selling cocaine, right, to a Navy intelligence officer 2 nights in a row, South Shore Drug Task Force, right? I saw him a 16th one night. I saw him a 16th the next night, all right? I got a 2.5 conquered indefinite sentence. So it's not definite. It's like the most I can do is 2.5 years, but I could probably do a little bit less, you know, maybe. There's no parole, you know what I mean? There's no, just, you know, earn good time and shit. So that's right. I earn good time. I get out on that one after like 27 months or so. So I was out for my daughter's fucking birth in fucking 94. And then I went into my fucking time. That was the only bit I had to do away from my wife and daughter. Then I was out for fucking 10 years. Then I had to do one for my dead boy, for my ex-business manager, and myself, because, hey, you got to do what you got to do for your fucking for your union brothers and sisters. It was, you know, just very political thing, but you know what, it doesn't matter. Like, I had self-belief in myself, so I never had to lose a fight. Someone got the better of me one time. I was sick for 8. I'm not using that as an excuse, but if I wasn't sick, it would have been a totally different story. But listen, I didn't get hurt, nothing. I didn't even have a mark on me. No bullshit. Like, it was a grappling match. I lunged in with a left, grappling, and like, he was kind of getting the better of me, because I was, no bullshit, pissing out my ass, really sick for like 3 days in a row, really bad, like coming up the fucking pills and shit. You know, early with my script, you know, empty. But that fight was broken up right away by my boy that had my back, and by his 2 other brothers that were there with him. And I beat up his one of his brothers that was there, like when I was like fucking 18. 17 or 18, you know, he won the fight. I don't know. I think we both won the fight at that time. You know what I mean? And I fucking tossed him out, beat his ass. You know what I mean? It was easy, and he knows it too. But the older brother, I did time with in state. We used to walk the fucking yard together around the circle, around the track. And once in a while, I would walk with him. You know what I mean? I like him. You know, good dude. And old school dude, you know, older than me, a generation ahead of me. You know what I mean? He said, you guys should be fucking shaking people down together. You know, what the fuck you guys doing arguing and fight? You guys are fucking solid guys. You guys supposed to be doing this together. And, you know, next day, you know, he didn't even fucking do anything cute either. It was me. I just don't like people raising their voice on the phone with me and shit. This is fucking back in 2003. See, so I'm just being honest. See, I could be honest. I can't be fakes. You will not hear lies from me because I can't be a liar. A lot of people lie out there. People that you're listening to and watching on YouTube, most of them are doing the right thing. Most of them. A lot of people fake it though. They act like gangsters. They talk about other people's crimes and shit, like organized crime. Fucking people that took the oath. You know, you can't be fucking talking about other people's shit. It ain't yours to talk about. You know what I mean? Music, I try to share fucking people's music that haven't been promoted in fucking 20, 30 years. So they should be fucking saying thank you. But you know what? I say thank you to them, but let me fucking promote them because I love their music. I went and seen them and I paid a lot of money to go see these bands more than once. You know what I mean? So a lot of times, all the 80s, I'm going to concerts. That's what I hustled to do. That's why I worked that part-time job and shit. Always going to concerts. Can't ask your fucking mother that's on Section 8 for money, right? I had to go out there and make it. All my older friends are making money every day. I had to go out and fucking make money with them. You know? It wasn't hard to figure out, you know, you either make money or you fucking go to school and listen to the fucking shit you already know. Sorry for the rant, people. I'm pissed off Francis got robbed. I'm pissed off these fucking idiots that send me emails and talk to me about I need to motivate myself and get on my game. Dude, I work harder than most. I get up every day early in the morning, except for Sundays. But even though I'll wake up because I wake up early every day. So that's what happens. When you wake up early every day, you end up getting up early every day, no matter what time you go to bed. But yeah, they fucking like talking to me about, you know, how much money they made, this and that. I'm like, I just put my fucking last kid through college right now, right? It's not easy. You don't think that takes money? Of course it does. You know what I mean? Last people that know me, they got people in the chat that know me, which they do, and they know this. I hate to say it, but you know, this 68 months coming off of all fucking 17 years of prescribed Oxycontin, oxycodone, Xanibars. It's one of the hardest things you'll ever do in your life, people. And that's when I fucking showed humility on here. Like fucking when I started this like 2.5, almost 3 years ago, whenever the fuck it was. I forget. But I did hack jobs because I was new. I was new to technology and shit. Like I was learning as I was going. You know what I mean? And I realize now that people like visuals and everything. So that's why you see slideshows all the time. And you know what? I should have the slideshow up, but I can't read the fucking. Well, I don't know. Oh yeah, I can. I don't know if you guys can see it like that. So I got to go like this. So, oh yeah, I got my other screen here. All right. AJ, what's happening, brother? I appreciate you jumping in too, bro. Everyone that's in there listening, I see like people like on other fucking apps and shit, other social media they're on. I see them jumping in and out. I appreciate all of you. I really do. All right, so I got this up, right? There it is right there. Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou. There it is, people. Yeah, I'll get rid of this fucking thing. I'll get rid of my little that logo's on its way out. My brand name's going to be a lot bigger than that, a lot better. AJ, it's good that you're in there, brother. I'll read your things off in a sec. Hold on one sec. So right there, people, 33-0-1. Now, you know what it is, people? I don't think boxing is ever going to let an MMA guy win a decision unless fucking Francis knocked him out cold. That's the only way Francis was going to win tonight. But Francis, like I said to everybody, like all week and today, but I said it a lot today before the fights even started, before the fucking the fucking undercard even started. I said Francis won in life already. And in 2015 or 2016, he was in a fucking garage, right? Learning the fight, right? He just fucking made it the 7th time, get left in the desert every time to fucking die with no water, no nothing. He fucking did it the 7th time he made it. Lucky 7s, right? There's 3 7s in my fucking birthday. 1771. 1771. Yeah, so I'm happy for Francis. I love fucking the underdog because I had to beat the odds. I beat the odds every single fucking day, and I love proving people wrong. Not you out there, but the people in this fucking 100-mile vicinity. You know what I mean? But here's the thing. If I went out, people would definitely be worried. And I don't want people worrying and thinking I'm going to hurt them or anything like that. Because I used to check a lot of fucking people. And I love pulling people's cards. Because people talk a lot of shit. And when you earn your respect, and when they've never earned their respect, they just think they have. Because they say, oh, I did the right thing. I didn't get in trouble and this and that. Well, dude, you didn't grow up like me. You were in your nice little comfortable bed with your nice, family and shit when I was fucking on the streets because my fucking family were drinking and doing drugs. You know what I mean? It wasn't always like that. They fucking stopped and they did good. You know what I mean? So I love my mother. I love my fucking stepfather like a friend, a dear friend of me more than he's a stepfather. So, yeah, it's fucking crazy like that. But yeah, I don't know, people. Can you guys see this right now, this way right here? It doesn't change up. I'm just trying to make this better for you guys so you guys can see. All right, so I could get this off the screen because it doesn't change on the other fucking screen. All right, I'm gonna read the rest of you guys' comments. So, all right, Gary and Pulse keep bringing up great fucking old school rules. Tyson trained the beast. You know what I see? Notice now Francis does throw punches awkward. You know what I mean? And, Tyson Fury wasn't making an excuse. He don't make excuses. He'll say when he's wrong. He doesn't have no problem. He's like me. I don't have a problem fucking admitting something, you know what I mean? Or having humility. It's a good character trait. Loyalty is a good character trait. Fucking courage is a good fucking character trait. It's a must. I don't need fucking liquid courage. I don't need that. Gary, you know what? You should come on here sometime, like on a Savage Inc. or something, whatever the fuck you guys want. I need good calls. I need people that I can rely on fucking almost, 3, 4, 5 days a week. If I get some people that are fucking responsible and want to do it all the time, Pulse fucking did it. That wasn't it. He wanted to do, his own thing. And I want to encourage people to do that. That's what I want them to go do if they, if they want to do their own thing. But if you're not doing your own thing, anybody, just that I know, come on in and fucking join me. Well, I'll give you fucking the times every fucking 3, 4 times a week. You know what I mean? I only did this post fight because I did it, I think 2 or 3 times this week. So I got to keep this going. I got to keep being always doing this so people will subscribe and like over time because I got a lot of haters. You're only gonna make me greater. And I've never seen a hater doing better than the person they're hating on. So you can hate on me all you want. Just say it to my fucking face, though. Say it to my fucking face. I'm not gonna hurt you if you have a fucking opinion or something. But if you call me a bad fucking name that I worked my whole fucking life to preserve as a stand-up man and a fucking man of honor, a man of loyalty, I can't allow that to happen. I know people are going to say, listen, I don't let people get 2 feet in front of me without fucking hitting them, without throwing 3 punches, at least. And they're fucking bad intentions, believe me. So, yeah, that's the number 1 rule, people out there. That's one really good thing I could teach you. Don't ever let someone come 2 feet in front of you. You got to have that 2-foot rule. Because if you do, they'll fucking sneak you. You know what I mean? Even if you're really good. You know what I mean? Like we seen tonight, right? We seen a lifelong boxer get beat by a guy that first boxing match, I think, in his life. I don't know if he had one in France. I'm not sure. Or a kickboxer. He might have had a kickboxing match in France, I think, in his early days, like before he was in the UFC. I think. I could have swore he had a kickboxing match or something. Maybe not. But we seen it tonight. And Francis shocked the fucking world. And you know what? It's not a shock to me, really. It's not a shock to me, really, because if someone believes in themselves that much, why couldn't they win? Like, it's if a man bleeds, you can beat him. You know what I mean? I know this, but yeah, you gotta have a lot of confidence in yourself, people. Don't ever underestimate yourselves, people. Ever. If your money is made with this fame bucks, fame fucks you. Yeah, fame is you know what, Gary? Unfortunately, I don't do this for fame, brother. I swear to Christ, I don't even do music for fame. I swear to Christ. Like, I used to do shows on my albums, and I would never go to the after party. I'd go right home. Because, I had this, I just, doing a real show and coming from your heart with it, because that's what I do with my music. I don't just rap or play music or play bass, and I can play bass and sing metal, do all that shit, or play guitar. I could do all of it. You know what I mean? If I really want to do that, that's what I could do. I've already played bass and guitar. You know what I mean? I have basses. I used to sing right downstairs and play bass at the same time. I always wanted to play an instrument and sing, because it's a little more difficult, But, I can't find 5 people that are going to practice every single fucking day. You know what I mean? And have the same goals I have. I have a lot of lazy, and I have a lot of fucking, I don't know, just lazy people, or fucking their boss, their company men, they're, I don't know. Like, people out there are scared to death, like cowards. And they follow fucking cowards. So I can't be around people like that. I'm sorry, people. Like, and it's nothing against anybody. You don't have to be a real tough guy or a tough guy for me to like you. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the people around here that I despise, the few, because I love where I come from. You know, I don't wish no bad on them, because that would be horrible if I did. You know what I mean? But small shit to a giant, but I never forget. You know what I mean? And they would never talk shit in front of my face. I know for a fact, people. You know what I mean? So this is why, like, I try to get it out, so I don't even think about it no more. But good people like you, people in here, and people that watch this after, you guys mean a lot to me. Like, all is, like, since day one. And I know that people, I'm always going to remember the first, like, couple hundred and 500 and 1,000. And once I get monetized, then it's going to be better for me to do this for you guys. You know what I mean? And if you guys know my work ethic, any one of you guys know, I could guarantee you I'm always going to put out content. And it's only going to get better. Once I learn a few more things, it's going to be a smooth transition. I could pre-record these, but I could pre-record them and put them out, and I could just watch while people listen when it goes on, you know what I mean? And answer questions in the chat, you know what I mean? In the Savage room. But no, I like to be real with it, you know what I mean? That's all. You're right about that, Gary. That's a great fucking quote, too. Really is. I'm okay on PC stuff, but lots still to learn. PC stuff. I'm trying to think of it. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're really good, Gary. What are you talking about, dude? Some of the shit you do, I'm like, damn, this guy's fucking talented, man. No, you know what you're doing, brother. You're fucking being too fucking humble or whatever, brother. I am in pain all the time. So pain meds. No pain meds, yeah. Hey, brother, they helped me in the beginning, but here's the thing. You got to come off them someday. It's going to be fucking hard. That's all. No, I'm not. I don't look down on anyone that has to do pain meds. Listen, I needed them when I had to go back to work and shit. My back still kills me every fucking day, and I get the cluster headaches. But I smoke pot. That's what helps me. Because cannabinoids, our body already produces cannabinoids. You can look it up, brother. Our brain does. People think this makes you stupid or something. No, you're sadly mistaken. It's the highest form of thinking, next to psychedelics. Because psychedelics, you reach other dimensions and shit. Real shit, because I've done it. In the 80s, I did fucking a lot of fucking, what the fuck? If people got 100 hits of fucking acid and you hang with them every day, and you end up fucking buying sheets and selling them $5 a hit too with the joints that you're selling, yeah, you're gonna trip with your fucking boys. Yeah, I was doing acid in the 80s. but it never did nothing bad. Like, you just gotta accept that shit. It's like fucking, you really get humbled. You really realize you're just a piece of fucking whatever we are, piece of matter in this huge fucking universe where with black holes that go to other fucking huge universes with the sun, the huge star, the moon, the fucking other planets. You know what I mean? Pluto used to be the longest fucking thing I knew, right? For a planet. Now there's fucking more, right? It's just crazy. The pyramids, the fucking Mayans or whatever, all their pyramids, all their shit points to the same fucking shit in the sky. So what does that mean? You know, like, I'm really becoming a nerd because knowledge is power, and I got life knowledge, you know what I mean? But I like all the other knowledge. I like going in rabbit holes and learning a lot of shit that I don't know. And yeah, that stuff fucking fascinates me. So yeah, I want to do shrooms every day, microdose, like right after I fucking train in the morning, take a microdose, because that's why I smoke pot. It makes me fucking happier and better person. But I do wake up every day blessed. I don't wake up mad. I wake up, I'm grateful, I'm blessed, and I have a, what's it called, a need to always succeed in what I do. And what people don't know what you're doing, people, when people don't see you and you step away from the crew for a while or the norm, and you do your thing, you come out shining, and they're wondering what you're doing. Always make sure your people are wondering what wondering what the fuck you're doing, and your adversaries and your fucking competition. Because in the business world, you got competition out there. If you're a savage, you should be a multi-fucking millionaire. And you know what? My last kid just started college. So he's a grown man now, 18 years old. Just turned 18 in April. My daughter just turned 29 in October. So now it's time for me and her, their mother, my wife, to move somewhere. Paid my taxes in Massachusetts long enough. Even though I love this fucking place. I love the people. I love the state. I love the fucking cities. I love Boston. I love Quincy. I love all the other fucking cities in this fucking state. I don't got to name them all off because I could, but that's not what this is about, right? Maybe I got to stop trying to fix everyone's problems. Maybe I should just stop fucking giving good advice. And even though I'm not like really giving it to you guys, like, in one sentence or whatever, because you can't. Something that's complicated as life, I got to keep giving you guys as many gems as I can, because then I would be letting you down. But if you really listen, understand what I'm saying, maybe you might make the right decision when I made the wrong one. And if that helps you out there, that makes my fucking life better. I get emails sometimes from good people that say, thank you, you motivated me. They don't want to do it on the comments because they want to keep it, they want to be private. You know what I mean? I've trained people privately in groups and shit and seen them transformation. So I know I'm proven, you know what I mean? Because I train hard and I train right along with you. I could turn people into a savage. I'm talking about physically and mentally, you'll feel better. You won't have no depression no more. Pulse knows this. He actually fucking trains and shit hard. He said I was a big inspiration on him. And I'm sure he had others, you know what I mean? But when he said that, it just makes me feel good. Like I've been told that by other people on the download. Robbie, you really inspired me. Bobby, you really inspired me. Robert, you really inspired me. Nizzo, you really fucking inspired me. Granite, you really inspired me. Like, I almost shed a tear of like happiness and joy. So don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted, people. I could go back to that fucking life in a half a second and get medieval on somebody, but I wouldn't unless someone came and with animosity and that 2-foot rule. And I highly advise you people out there listening to me and fucking adapt that same rule. Unless you did something wrong, don't be an asshole to cops. If they become an asshole to you, you have every right to fucking tell them off, because I will if they fucking start talking cute with me too. But I just say yes sir, no sir. And I assume the position. That's what I used to do, because I wasn't new to it. I'm like, I know what you got to do. Yeah, no problem. Yep. Just give me my phone call. And that's it. And that'll serve you good. You won't get beat up. You won't get fucking shot. You won't get whatever. And show up to court, because they're not going to put you away. It's called due process. You get like 2-3 years, so you go to trial, especially with the backed up courts in these days. Don't default court. They will come get you early in the morning. They'll never let you out on bail again. So coming off the streets on any case, if you got trouble out there, people, coming off the streets is the best way. Coming in from lockup, from a county fucking facility, they look at you fucking weird and shit. Even if you don't have the county blues on, or county whatever colors, county suits or whatever, and you don't have a real suit, you're still cuffed, or they uncuff you here in this state during your trial. I never brought shit to trial because I knew I was guilty, and my lawyers always get a good plea bargain. You know, they would get me the smallest sentence they can get me. So, yeah, I'm in debt to those people for the rest of my life. So, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I love those people out there. Beverly Cannoni, Bob Hines, Don McClay, all the people that helped me in my life. The judges that, helped me out. There are good judges out there. There are prosecutors with egos that want to make a name for themselves. There's a lot of bad. There was a prosecutor on my first case. Check this out, people, right? Want to see how dirty fucking the law plays? And it's not the law itself. It's just one member, but a really important member. My lawyer had a probable cause hearing, right? Where the whole courtroom's packed, and she puts me in there. And the people that accuse me of armed robbery, right? They would have to come in there, get up on the stand next to the judge, and point me out in the courtroom. The first fucking 80% of the fucking people pointed out other people. She had community service workers up there in the court, like people my age, you know what I mean? And they're pointing to other people, and they're going, I didn't fucking do shit. And the judge is like, sit down, don't worry about what we know. Right? So the prosecutor went out, which she's not supposed to fucking do. Goes out there and tells the fucking other fucking cab driver and the hotel fucking people, oh, he's sitting in the fucking second row on the right when you're looking out at the courtroom, sitting next to the judge. He's in the suit. He looks like a Marine, high and tight. He's not looking like you've seen him. You know what I mean? Because when I was fucking, I would always have my hat down low like I have right now, always incognito. You know what I mean? Like 2 fingers, like a Marine. And I was laughing because they were like trying to say, describe the perpetrator or whatever, right? The defendant. You know what I mean? And he goes, yeah, he was a fat fuck. He was fucking drinking beer and fucking, I'm like, fat fuck, man. I was like 220, shredded my whole fucking life back then. You know what I mean? So I was laughing, chuckling. I'm like, this fucking guy. But anyways, yeah. So she went out and told them, yeah, so I would have beat all those armed robberies and everything. That's how good she's a judge now, and she's a dear friend. I never let her down. You know what I mean? I think they like me because I wouldn't tell on my friends. Hey, listen, I was with a kid. A dear friend was with me at the time, right? He was with me when I sold drugs at Navy Intelligence. Like, here, they would fucking usually charge that person too. And when my lawyer read off the fucking Navy Intelligence Social Drug Task Force, the guy that I did lines with, I sold cocaine to, of 16th each night. He said, Mr. Neal offered me a line. I declined. I go, that's bullshit. I go, I put out a fucking 8-ball, Beverly. That's 3.5 grams, right? I go, I made a huge line, 3 huge lines, right? I did the first one. I handed it to him. If you would have blew it away or faked it, my boy's Route 128 would have been blown all over the place. It would have been gone, right? No, he did that line perfectly, and my boy did it in the back. So she said, do you want to get him involved? I go, fuck no. I go, they didn't get him involved. I definitely don't want to get him involved. So that's stand up right there, right? Like, honestly, right? Like, I didn't get him involved. I say, you know what? Whatever, Bev. I go, fuck them. She goes, yeah, they don't play fair. Right? these guys, listen, guys, like corruption, it just keeps going on and on and on. Listen, there's only a few people, few bad people in every bunch. You know, it's just like anywhere, right? They said, yeah, they made this guy get an ounce for them. He came down, it was 27 grams. They waited. They made him go get the other grams, so they give him 5 years instead of fucking 3. Is that evil or what? I don't know. Maybe those guys are thinking they got kids. I don't want one of these pieces of shit fucking selling cocaine to my fucking kids. You know, maybe they have that fucking attitude. I don't know. But this guy was the only reason I dealt with him was because of fucking a snitch, right? He wasn't a snitch. I met him up fucking county. You know, I was only there for like 2 months each time. My mother and my stepfather would bail me out after I was, you know, start drinking. They want me to dry out and shit. And then they get me out, you know. And my wife got me out. You know what I mean? Like, and other people would have got me out too. You know, if I asked. But I don't want to. I'm like very proud person. I don't like to ask nobody for nothing. I hate it. But yeah, that's what I'm learning. Sometimes you have to ask people, you know, for, you know, help. If you want to reach your goals and shit, and you know you're a man of your word, and you know you're gonna, you know, do what you say you're gonna do for them. Some people don't want nothing in return. You know what? You know, I gotta start practicing that like this week because I got businesses that are starting and shit, and you know, I got an album coming out, and I think, pretty sure, I'm the realest white MC there is on this fucking planet, and I'm gonna fucking prove it to people. Because people, it's public record. I'm gonna say I'm realer than all you motherfucking phony rappers, and there's a lot of them that I like too. That I ain't gonna call out. There's a lot of them I'm gonna give them their props. Even black, there's a few black rappers I'm gonna fucking put out there, but there's a lot that inspired me. They know who the fuck they are. The ones that are fake. I'm in pain all the time. Yeah, I know, Gary, brother. I'm sorry you got to go through that because I know what I got to go through every fucking day. And no one fucking understands, brother. You know, we don't got time for pain. We ignore our pain, brother, me and you. You know what I mean? I never heard you say one time you're in fucking pain, brother. And you never hear me saying it either, brother. But yeah, it sucks, bro. Pulse, I'm sorry, Gary. You know, you got to go through that, bro. I think we have a lot more in common than you think, brother. The rematch needs to happen in America next time. Hey, Pulse, brother. I don't care where it happens. Because the Saudis, they're paying them a lot of fucking money. And that's what I want to see. These fucking fighters get paid. Francis stood up. I wish I was a fly in the wall in fucking Dana White's fucking presence when he fucking went 10 rounds and fucking beat him. By all fucking means, he beat him. And anyone that says anything, maybe I'm emotionally invested, I'll watch it again tomorrow. And maybe I'll switch up my whole fucking stance and say, yeah, you know, Tyson Fury did, I'll fucking strike him. I don't fucking know. I looked at the numbers randomly. I don't listen to other people's fucking scorecards either. I score it myself. I've sparred with the best people. You know what I mean? Like, I've done that. You know what I mean? I understand boxing. I've been watching and fighting, just period. The next rematch needs. I agree, Pulse, buddy, but I agree with you. I would rather see it in Vegas, MSG, fucking the Spectrum in Philadelphia, whatever it is now, the new place or whatever, or the old place, or they renamed it. I don't know what they did. Philly and Boston, the old Boston Garden used to be a good place for fucking fights too, just like MSG. You know, 2 fucking places on the Northeast coast. You know, this is where a lot of boxing gyms are. This is where all the boxers, a lot of good fucking boxers come from the Northeast. Because there's a lot of cities here. From Chicago all the way. I don't even know if you would call Chicago, Illinois, I mean. If you would call that the Northeast. But it kind of is the Northeast of America, right? Yeah. So I guess America, Northeast would be all, you know, all the way from Detroit, Chicago, fucking St. Louis, all the way across, like Virginia, Baltimore, and then all the way up the East Coast, the Northeast Coast, where I live, you know, fucking, you know, like I always say, you know, fucking Baltimore, fucking D.C., fucking Maryland, right, Virginia, then you got fucking all those cities there, right, because a bunch of cities, right, and then you have fucking New York City, you have Philadelphia, you have Jersey, New York City, You got Connecticut. You got fucking Rhode Island, where a lot of good fighters come from. You got fucking all the cities, New Bedford, Fall River, a lot of Portuguese, right? Tough people down there, right? Those are cities down at the bottom of Massachusetts, right? And then you come up this way, right? You got fucking Brockton. Then you fucking hit fucking Quincy and Boston and all Lowell, Lynn, fucking Charlestown, like west of Boston a little bit. You go a little west. You know, it's just a lot of cities. And you got fucking Worcester. You got fucking Springfield. Like, you got a lot of cities, you know what I mean, in this small little state in New England. The fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fucking states, you know. But every state is different. You know what I mean? But yeah, people can't tell me that I'm not right about this. Like, isn't that where all the best fucking fighters come to train? Even Tyson Fury went to fucking Detroit to train with Sugar Hill, right? Like, yeah, this is where fighters are bred. Tough fucking city neighborhoods, man. That's where they're bred. I agree, Post. I definitely agree with you, brother. You know me, brother. I agree to disagree. I would say, yeah, you know, I respect your opinion, but if they pay them more money to go there, like, they're going to go where the money is. I'm sure they're going to want to come to America and fight, you know. I think that's every fighter's dream, is to fight, you know, for a title in front of fucking, you know, at the MGM or fucking, Caesar's Palace or any of those fucking, you know, really cemented places in history for boxing. Mexico, you know what I mean? Mexico breeds boxers. Canada, some tough people up there too, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, America. I'm not saying that no tough people. There's plenty of tough people that come from other states and all that, but everybody knows since the dawn of time, since America started, right? This is where people came in. You know, Ellis Island, Boston, all these little ports. It's the truth, you know. So other people came other ways, you know, unfortunately, you know. I have nothing to fucking do with that, you know what I mean? Their own people sold them, their own people to fucking other people and made them work, you know. I think it's wrong, you know what I mean? But slavery is still happening today, people. In South Africa, from my canal. AJ, a Northeast piece from fucking Jersey. One stroke of the pen and you done. You right, AJ? See? He knows. AJ, yo, I love seeing people get along too. Gary, see, I love it. I love the camaraderie. AJ 250 day. Gary's a fucking animal. Yeah, Gary's over. AJ 10:15 a.m. Where are you, AJ? I thought you were in fucking Jersey, bro. Like, would you get up and move, brother? Because I'm getting up and moving soon, like within the year, or, you know, probably by summer next year, or definitely before the holidays next year. Because by this time next year, I'll be a multi-millionaire. And, yeah, I'm building my team. I'm building my fucking team. I already been building it for a long time. People don't know shit. That's what I like. I like keeping shit to myself. 2:15 a.m. What are you in, Morocco or something? I remember you were in Morocco, AJ. What are you? I don't know where you are, brother. 10:15 a.m. I follow. That's it. Gary, 2:15 a.m. That's pretty good for you, Gary, because, man. But you know what, brother? As long as you get your rest today, Sunday, get your rest, you know, rest for the sleep you missed during the week. Get that one day, you get your sleep back or whatever. I noticed as I get older, 52, as I got older, I required a little less sleep. But I believe sleep's important, but I don't think it is as important as people think it is. I like to rock that boat a little bit because I still train just as hard if I slept fucking 5 hours or 7 or 8. So yeah, I try to go back to bed after I get up and go to the bathroom real quick, pee. You know what I mean? Like everyone asks when they wake up, right? And then I go lay down back in bed on a Sunday. It's the only day I feel like I don't feel guilty on a Sunday because I know I'm putting in work that people don't understand. You know, I'm making beats. You know what I mean? I already made all my beats. Now I got to master them and shit. Yeah. And I'm doing a lot of other things. You know what I mean? I write every day because all ideas, if you don't write them down and you don't do writing every day, you're gonna fucking forget. Or, you know, you just gotta write shit down. Then you look at it back and you execute, you know, write it down and execute it. You know what I mean? And yeah, with no action, there's no reaction. With every action, there's a reaction in life and anything you do. Any action you have, there's a reaction. So if you're thinking negative all the time, negative things are gonna come your way. If you're thinking positive, oh, I'm sorry, people. I don't know what the fuck. Oh man, Aunt William too. Man, cool, man. I didn't see all you guys in here, man. I gotta read these off real quick. All right, let me read these off. All right, I agree, Pulse. I agree. I don't. Maybe it will. Yeah, maybe it will. Granted, what's good, brother? Always, what's good with you too, AJ, brother? I hope you're all right, brother. PM, my bad. He's like, yeah, my bad. Trying to eat and type. Oh yeah, I know that, AJ. You know what, brother? Don't even eat. Don't even eat and type. Just eat, brother. You don't have to type, brother. Type after you're done, brother. Francis should strictly box from here on up. Out. I imagine you meant to say, right? Fuck cage fighting. Well, he got so good at cage fighting, and he's gonna make $2 million next month fighting a guy in there. Yeah, if that's what he wants to do, and he can do it now because he's made $20 million, from what I've heard. I don't know exactly. I believe it'll be around $30 million at the pay-per-view. I'd imagine he gets paid a share of the pay-per-view. But Tyson Fury did him right. No one else was giving him a fight. He asked for that fight with him to give Francis it because he heard and Tyson wants to fucking test himself, Fury. He wants to fight the biggest, baddest guys. You know what I mean? And that's what real fucking legacy fighters do. Listen, like I said earlier, and I didn't end it real quick because I'm just remembering the things I said. Oh, fuck, I forgot what you know what I said. They're not going to let a mixed martial artist beat a WBC fucking guy that's never fucking lost. They're always going to give him the decision. I seen Marvin Hagler not lose to fucking Sugar Ray Leonard. Not even a mark on his fucking face. Dancing after the fight. And they gave Sugar Ray Leonard the fucking the fight. I've seen Sugar Ray Leonard win a lot of fights, but he did not beat Marvin Hagler that fucking last time. No fucking way. And he retired with $42 million in the fucking bank. Went to Italy and became a B-movie star. Hey, what the fuck? Marvin Hagler did it his way. God bless his soul. Because I wanted him to be the first person on my podcast. My podcast, I will have like legit coming every fucking at least 3 to 4 to 5 times. I want to do it 5 times a week with people I respect and have a story to tell that will help other people out there. Like our conversation, brutally honest conversation, just our conversation. I'm not gonna do what other podcasters do. I'm just gonna let the conversation happen. I'm not gonna interview them. Fuck that. Just eat, brother. Get it in your AJ. I got you, brother. I know what you mean, brother. Trust me. Francis should strictly. I agree, Pulse. I said that before. I'm like, maybe you should have fought, a couple fucking, a couple fucking easy fights and get him used to fucking boxing before you fight the fucking heavyweight champ. Obviously, Tyson Fury. I heard he was his wife today said that he was away on camp during the birth of their new child. So what the fuck was it? He was training supposedly. I agree, Pulse. And he could do that. Also, I bet Stipe would give Fury a run for his money. He's a better boxer than Ngannou. Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure Stipe is an Ohio fucking Golden Glove champ. Or Chicago or fucking Detroit or St. Louis. I don't know exactly. I think he's a Golden Glove champ. And to win the Golden Gloves, listen, you got to fight like 5 fights in a week or sometimes 2 and 3 in a day. It all depends how you fucking end up in the, the pecking order or whatever. Yeah. Stipe is a really good boxer. You are right fucking on the money fucking Post, brother. All these people kicking knowledge. I can't deny it. Also, I definitely fucking, well, listen, when you see Tyson Fury at his best, no one's beating him. That's the thing. I've never seen him that bad. Why was he using his fucking jab right from the get-go? I didn't see him throwing his jab at all. And then when I did see him throw it, it was perfect. Bang, bang, bang. If he did that for 3 rounds, fucking Francis wouldn't know what to fucking do. Yep. Francis needs to drop the PFL. Well, he's got a fight next month at the PFL. I'm pretty sure. Versus in the other heavyweights that fight him are getting paid $2 million too, right? Didn't he say that? So I don't know if he's gonna betray those people. You know what I mean? I don't think he can fucking walk out of that contract anyways. When you sign a contract, you have to fulfill it. You know what I mean? So I don't know what's in his contract, Post or AJ. I don't know. You know what I mean? If you guys know something I don't know, let me know. You know, and but there's no elbows. Francis is a bad dude. As fighting, he's a great person. What a nice guy, man. Like, how can you not root for that guy? And listen, I was rooting for Fury. I was disappointed. He should be embarrassed. He should be embarrassed. And I'm sure he is of himself. You know what I mean? Not embarrassed in life, just this fight. You know what I mean? Just this fight. So he's going to knock him out. Damn, you say you're going to knock him out. I believed you when you said about Wilder, right? Even though Wilder is probably a harder puncher than fucking Francis. If we really think about it, the speed on it, you know what I mean? Like, but Francis did really good. He was punching from different angles that I guess, yeah, it definitely makes sense because the first time I was southpaw, I had a hard time a little bit. I never had a hard time in the ring. So, sparring with any really good fighters, you know what I mean? So, not that I got fucking touched or anything bad, you know what I mean? I didn't, get knocked out or anything, or I didn't get fucking shook, nothing like that. It's just he got the better of me. I'm used to, at least just, helping the person because they got a fight coming. But also sparring with guys that don't have fights coming just to, work on your skills. You know what I mean? You have to. You got to drill shit. Cage fighting don't pay shit. If you're a champion, it does, brother. And move to training boxer. I agree, brother. I think he could do it, man. But he's 37, but he's never taken a lot of punishment. You know what I mean? So he could realistically go on a run. Hopkins, he had a belt at 51 years old or 50 years old. You know what I mean? He beat George Foreman's fucking record. You know what I mean? After he beat Michael Mora. After Teddy Atlas is calling him a piece of shit, George Foreman and everything, and Foreman's just sitting there. I'm like, damn, I would have turned around and fucking smashed him if he was fucking yelling right in my fucking back of my ear. The 2-foot rule, right? Wow. You ever go watch that, right? Go watch that, people. If you ever watch that Foreman when he fought Mora, go watch the fucking post, fucking the week leading up. I never seen Teddy Atlas fucking yell at a fighter like that, but a legend like George Foreman, like, you gonna do that? But Foreman wore those fucking trunks to the guy he lost to, Ali, the same ones he won. He said, I'm gonna win this one. And he just had the Foreman grill. He's seen the light. He became a preacher, whatever, right? Everything God, right? Really nice man. George Foreman was a bully, and I heard from his trainers, he would, no one would say nothing. No, there couldn't be they had to be all yes men around him. You know what I mean? Because, anyone that's really, a good fighter, we all have egos, so especially when you're younger, you haven't developed into a mature adult till you're 25. Honestly, some people do it a little bit earlier, and salute to you people out there that do it a little bit earlier. But even when I matured at 25, it still took me a couple of years to really move my way out of it. My wife asked me, no problem. I did it, right? And we, I slowly stopped going out. I stopped going out every weekend. And eventually it was once a month. Then it was once every 3 months. And all in a 2-year period, my wedding was my last hurrah. And that was it in 2001. And I don't miss it, people. Honestly, because the 80s and 90s. I believe Francis should stick with fucking boxing too. I wonder how he'll fare with Tyson Fury in tip-top fucking shape, mentally and everything. I mean, what the fuck is he doing training in Italy anyways? You know what I mean? That's where he was trained, supposedly. That's where his camp was. Like, why don't you just go back to your roots where you fucking always train? Like, I don't fucking get it, man. Like, I guess when people get a lot of money, it changes them. And like Marvin Hagler always said, and, I know a lot of people say this, but it's really true. When you got a couple $1 million in the bank and you're getting out of silk sheets and you use stuff like it, you're kind of, like me, a family man, right? You're not as hungry for that fucking championship. You're not fucking thinking of your opponent, like what you're going to do to him, fucking for 2 months or 3 months or 6 months, whatever the fucking case may be. Or, never looking past your opponent either. When I see fighters do that, I automatically pick against them. So, yeah, if you're not concentrated on your opponent in front of you, and I knew Francis had a chance. And I know I said, he's going to give him a boxing lesson. I was wrong. Because I say Tyson Fury that takes it serious is a totally different fighter. We've seen it. I've seen it. That guy is really good. And you know what? I don't think he feels like he won that fight. Because when he wins, he starts like really happy, singing. He didn't sing tonight. He didn't look happy at all. Like you can see he's put on a facade. You know what I mean? He was mad at himself. And I'm not saying he should be I don't mean it like, to bash him, because I know Tyson Fury is a strong, strong man and a good man. You know what I mean? Underneath it all, he's a good man. He has a good family. He has 7 kids right now, right? New one, 7 kids. Like, damn. Or 8 kids, whatever the fuck it is. Like that show 8 is Enough when I was a kid. I don't fucking know, man. Like, that's a lot of kids, man. I had 2 kids. I thought 1, 2. Once you start having more than one, it gets hard, man. Like, but there's nothing wrong with it. That's what God put us here to do, or whatever you believe in, right? To procreate, keep adding good people to community. And I really believe in that, now when I was, for the past, like, I don't want to ever lie, ever. I want to make sure this is accurate. Say about 7 years, 6 years ago, 5.5 years ago. I would say 5.5 years ago. I started seeing things a little bit different. You know what helped me with that? Thank you to the internet, YouTube. Because I went on these deep fucking rabbit holes. And I always watch old fights that I watched when I was young. And then I go to the older ones. You know what I mean? But YouTube, thank you for, like, when I was coming off all the pills, I just wanted to isolate myself away from everybody and shit. And that's why I came off the methadone, like, 11 months, just so I wouldn't be sick, coming off all those pain meds. I came off that, like, I think the 11th month. Yeah. I came out that right away, like 5 milligrams a day, 130 milligrams. It took 26 days. I came off it. And I was in the gym that fucking day I came off. I'm like, I'm going back to fucking training all the time like I used to. And I lost all the excess weight I had on me. And it was time. I haven't stopped training since. You know what I mean? I train outside. I put my fucking gym membership on pause, and they take $5 a month, instead of fucking 30 or whatever it is, 35 now, whatever the fuck it is, right? So I put it on pause during the summer because I like to train outside. I don't even like training inside. So during the winter, I turn it back on, like November, December, January, February, March, the coldest months. in this region. You know, it's really cold and a lot. But I still train outside 3 days a week, and I'll go to the fucking gym 3 days a week. But here's what I'm never gonna do again: is overtrain. I definitely overtrained in the past 68 months coming up, so 58 months. Yeah, 58 months. I haven't stopped. And even when I trained years ago, I always did it consistently. Like I let myself go to 325 plus pounds. That never happened. You know what I mean? I've never let that happen to me before. I was pretty fucking ashamed of myself. So Tyson Fury, you're a great champion. You were given a gift tonight. Don't fucking take that for granted. Francis, you should be the most proud individual on the planet. This was your dream when you decided to go through this perilous fucking journey to fucking Paris or wherever the fuck you were trying to go to. Spain or Paris or wherever the fuck you ended up, Europe, right? From a deprived and corrupt fucking country. And where they don't have good human rights, you know. So I take my hat off to you, Francis Ngannou, and I wish you nothing but the best anyways. I already said it today. You already won in life, brother. But now it got interesting, and I support everything these people say there because I watch fights with these people every fucking weekend. So I really believe people should read people's comments sometimes, because they're really telling the fucking truth. You know, they're giving good gems, and move to training boxing full time. I agree, AJ. Like I could have. That's why I went on a rant because he's so fucking right. Cage fighting don't pay shit. Well, if you're a champion, it does. And trust me. Well, I seen what. See, they they have to give a number what these fighters get paid. It's always more than what you see on that paper, though, or what you see on the screen, or whatever. They're getting more. No, nobody wants you knowing how much they're making. You know, because then you're a victim of robbery. You're a target. You know what I mean? And someone's anything I ever save, right? That goes in a safety deposit box. You know what I mean? Like that's how I always was. You know what I mean? Always. I always save my money, but I never had to worry about someone robbing me because I think they would be worried. Like I don't even think someone has the balls to do that, but they could try. And that's the only time I would probably go back to fucking. That wouldn't even be going back to crime, right? Because I'd just be defending myself and my wife and kids, right? So good luck with that one. NGL. Everyone doubted Francis, including me. No, bro, you didn't doubt him, bro. We all thought Fury was gonna win. I said, and I know you probably said this too, AJ, and I know Gary said this. I can't wait to go to your comment, bro, too. Yeah, like I didn't doubt him. I knew he had a chance. You know what I mean? I said, you know, if he's gonna do it, he needs to do it early. I didn't know he would go toe to toe with Fury for 10 fucking rounds. So we were all wrong, AJ. You know, not just you, a lot of us. Jay had the humility to say it today. I said it in the chat, you know, in the animal room over there. I said, you know, I was wrong too. But like I said earlier, I said, if he does win, I'll still be happy for him. Yeah, he did good, AJ. You know what I mean? We should all be happy because we're all fucking MMA fans too. You know what I mean? We're all MMA. We're fighting fans. You know what I mean? And some of us are fighters. You know what I mean? So, you know, don't beat yourself up, brother. You know, we all love Francis. There's no reason not to love that guy. That guy's such a fucking sweetheart. You know what I mean? Like, I don't say that about many men. You know what I mean? But, yeah, he's a fucking nice guy, man. Like, so fucking calm. And I don't know. Like, he's an outlier. He's like one of those people, 1 in fucking 100 million or something like that. You know what I mean? One of those outliers. You know what I mean? Like, just a freak of nature. Freak of nature. I always believe I'm a freak of nature. That's all I always believe about myself. No bullshit. Because I've been through death situation. Like, I should have been dead. And I didn't die. actually came out laughing every time, except for this time, right here in 2003 when I fell on my fucking head, 14 feet. I was in a coma for 2 days and went through brain surgery to stop bleeding in my brain. When I woke up, I was like, what the fuck? Oh, I remember the fucking ice. I remember seeing my hand at the railing giving, and it gave. I went right over my dogs, two big German shepherds. So I kind of like started going vertical, you know, because they're so big, they ain't even budging, you know. I just went right over them. I'm fucking 240 pounds at the fucking time. 240, 240, something like that. You know, I was always 220 when I was in really good fucking fight shape. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's where I am right now. I've been at 220 for fucking like back to 220. I should say. Took me about a year, a little less than a year to lose all that 100+ pounds. I just ate once a day. That's all it was. I drank a lot of water. I drink iced coffee a lot. You know what I mean? I drink a bunch of these a day, probably 4 or 5. So I need like stimulants, you know what I mean? Like to give me caffeine, to give me energy and shit. Cause I'm always, you know, believe it or not, thinking, like working smarter, not harder, it takes a lot out of you, man. Just brain power. And when you get too much data in your head and stuff, you start like forgetting shit, like little, you know what I mean? You get that fucking really quick brain fog. It's not from smoking weed. People, you start smoking weed, maybe shut the fuck up. It's not that. It's fucking, I landed on my fucking head, assholes. I'm fucking 100% disabled legally. But I don't fucking use that as an excuse. And I never fucking did. I went to work for 10 more years. I didn't want to go on fucking disability. 10 years later after my injury, my doctors are like, you got to go on disability. You're not going to be walking in 10 years. I go, you don't fucking know me that good, obviously. Because you see me, I just made 2 albums while I'm fucking working. Like, why can't I? I'm doing it right fucking now for the past 10 years. What do you mean? They were looking out for, they were trying to look out for me. That's all. It's not their fault. I should have fucking not did it. But hey, I put my time in. So hey, once I'm doing really well, really well, like that fuck you money really soon. And once it's legally, if I'm making legally more money than I should be on this way, because I can work part-time if I wanted to. I guess you can make a certain amount of money, but I'm not working for anyone I don't respect. You know what I mean? I'd rather build my own businesses. You know what I mean? I can't take orders from people. Incompetent. There's a lot of incompetent people out there in the world, but there's a lot of competent people. There's more competent than incompetent, I would say. And there's more good than bad. You know what I mean? You got to have bad in everything. You know what I mean? But yeah, I can't take orders from people, especially if I don't know them and they don't know me. Yeah, that'd be a hard thing to fucking do. Unless it was a job with prestige and like respect. I would do it if the people I respect asked me to fucking do it. I would do it. You know what I mean? I would go work. I would go back to work. You know what I mean? But it would have to be a really good situation money wise. And it would have to be something where I'm like, you know, running the show like I always did. No one ever died on my fucking on my shifts. No one ever got hurt on my shifts. So yeah, I never partied during the week because I had 150 people down the hole. You know, their lives were in my hands. You know what I mean? As the top man / I never dropped a pick, sending shit down, hooking shit up to the crane, send it down the fucking shafts, 500-foot shafts, 400-foot shafts, 280-foot shafts, 100-foot shafts, 90-foot shafts. Like, yeah, I've never dropped a pick. I'm a master rigger and tagger. And I'm a good problem solver. I'm good at boosting men's morale and leading people. I'm a good leader. PFL is a joke. You know, I always say pathetic fail league. You know, but I agree, bro. Like, no elbows? How do you call that fucking mixed martial arts? Like, yeah, it's not 8 limbs. Yeah. Listen, there are a few really, really skilled fighters over there. You know, you got Francis, right? You got Cedric Doumbé. You got other people there too that are really fucking good. But Bellator's got better guys to pick from. Like the UFC is going to get all those people. Oh shit! Hold on one second, people. Hi, babe. Okay, I'll grab it. I'm sorry. I just got to open the door for my wife. Next door. I'll be right back, people. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, people. I just had the chain lock and shit was on the fucking doors. I'm sorry, people. PFL. Yeah, I believe they will go Chapter 11, but I hear they have a lot of money. I don't know how they're making money off this product. The way they market it, they're just not doing it right. Showtime, I think, messed up with Jake Paul. Having him the face of Showtime. Wasn't Jake Paul the face of Showtime for a little bit or something like that? And he's in there, but I don't want to show on the other people that are in there. Because now Francis is he's on the board, I guess, there with his contract. And he wants to bring shit over to fucking Nigeria or something like that, Cameroon, and make a fucking like a mixed martial arts gym there. I think the UFC's helping too. So I think that for a couple of years it'll be all right. I think for a couple of years it'll be all right, but it could go. I don't know, man. Like they got to add elbows. Like if Bellator's gone, I like Coca. Coca was good to his fighters because he was a fighter. I remember seeing him in the fucking ring kickboxing. I'm pretty sure it was kickboxing. He was a kickboxer. He was a fighter though. I know that. I'm pretty sure it was kickboxing. I remember him as a kickboxer. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, he's very good to the fighters. You know what I mean? So yeah, you need an owner like that. And I'm not going to shit on Dana White because if it wasn't for him, honestly, let's be honest, right? Yeah, he talks like a fucking wise guy and all this shit. He ain't. Trust me, he's not a tough guy. I'm sure he could handle himself if he had to. You know what I mean? And he would never talk shit in this area or Southwest Quincy. He would never come into a bar and start talking shit and act like a tough guy here. I know that for a fact because people know he ran from here. How the fuck are you going to be a tough guy here? Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? I told the story. I'm not going to tell it again. I told the story, and I told you the story with my mentor. My mentor got that same call. He said, come by, bring it. I'll be ready, bring it. He goes, I got all the insurance I need right here. Click, clack, day after 15. True story. So, yeah, I already told that story. But I'm not going to say it again. I give Dana White a lot of credit as a businessman. I mean, come on, people. Let's face it. For the shutdown, we had fights every fucking weekend. He didn't lay off none of his workers, right? America always leads the way. I'm not trying to shit on any country because Gary is from the UK. I respect the UK. I respect all the UK fucking fight fans. They're so fucking loyal. You know what I mean? And they're so knowledgeable. So I love England, for fighting and the people. They're blue collar people. And a lot of them are very smart people too. So, and I love every country. That's the thing about me. I love every country, even Russian people. I love Chinese people. I even love the North Korean people. I feel bad for the North Korean people. I feel bad for anyone that lives in a situation like that. Communism. I don't like it. You know what I mean? But we got Francis did the fucking incredible. I agree, Gary. I have to agree with you, brother. I do. Sorry, like PFL. Sorry, like I have to agree with these people. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Francis needs to drop the PFL. Stipe, I agree. AJ, yep. Francis needs to drop the PFL. I don't know if he can do that though with his contract. I don't know, brother. I don't think he's think he's thinking about doing both. So he's constantly training. He doesn't want to stop training. He wants to train. He sees Crawford. He sees other guys. You know what I mean? They train year round, no matter if they have a fight or not. You know what I mean? So I really believe he's going to keep training really hard. And I wish he would, AJ. Hopefully he does. I don't think he can get out of that PFL contract that quick, though. I really don't, brother. I really don't. And he might as well make the money now. You know what I mean? Like $2 million every time and probably pay-per-view. So it's probably going to be like $5 million after. And he's going to be able to beat a lot of these people easy. You know what I mean? It's going to be easier for him. You know what I mean? He'll be the champion. Why not grab the championship there? I bet you they make a fucking John Jones fucking Ngannou fight. I guarantee that happens. That is, of course, if John Jones gets better. You know what I mean? He ain't going to fight if he's hurt. I mean, he'll fight if he's hurt. You know what I mean? But if he didn't heal right, he would fight if he had a little injury, nagging injuries. I'm sure he's fought many times with nagging injuries. Remember his toe was fucking cut and like broken and fucking bloody everywhere. He didn't realize it because his adrenaline's going so fucking fast. Joe Rogan had to point it out to him when he's fucking interviewing him after the fight. Unfucking he sat down, almost passed out. He's like, what the fuck? I was supposed to go to Jamaica. I guess I'm not going now. Remember? Anybody remember? But John Jones, I'm pissed off we don't get John Jones Stipe, guys. I mean, that really bothers me. PFL a joke, and France got to drop him quick after tonight. Funniest shit is Francis scared the entire heavyweight division. I don't think he scared them because they're fucking all fucking. I mean, Wilder's a savage. Ruiz is a savage. Oh yeah, the two fucking there's some big baby. There's two big babies that are pretty. There's one that's better than the other though. I forget what one. I just think one's a little bit better than the other. It really has that fucking killer instinct. I think the other one might, break with a really good heavyweight. He won't last, or he'll make more money than he ever made on any fight, and he won't. Once he meets resistance, he'll just fold. You know what I mean? I don't think he has that mental fortitude. You know what I mean? And we all know fighting is mental. AJ, really good fucking point, dude. Like, no, I definitely think people are definitely probably said good for him, right? And then, well, I gotta fight this monster, and he's only gonna get better. Oh, I agree, AJ. Absolutely, I agree. You know what? Yeah, I put you up for a couple minutes, brother. You deserve that, brother. I think you're right. I think I don't think they're scared. I think they're thinking of how they're gonna beat him. You know what I mean? They're gonna train out. They're gonna be in the gym fucking Monday or whatever, or today or tomorrow. Once you've been to other dimensions and came back, the world is different on acid. Yeah, you know what it is, Gary? You just realize that, we're all one. You know what I mean? You ever have those days when you're thinking of somebody just out of nowhere, right? They haven't seen like 3 months or a year or whatever fucking case, right? And then that person calls you 12 hours later or the next day. Isn't that weird how that fucking happens? I know it's happened to every one of you in there. I know, because it's happened to me more than once, a bunch of times. You know what I mean? Happened to me fucking this past month. Good for you, Granite, brother. Oh, thank you, AJ. If I was talking about, coming off all the pain meds and not partying for fucking since 2000, since fucking 99, basically, because that's when I stopped drinking every weekend and sniffing coke and, doing all that fucking bad shit, right? 2001 was my last hangover. But in the fucking pills, 68 months coming in November 8th. Thank you. I appreciate that, bro. I do. Oh, fucking Ant Williams, man. My brother, man. I told you, give me your email. Jump on here, brother. I think you said, Granite, you're supposed to have me on. And what happened? I think that was you. I want to keep my word all the time, brother. I always do. So if I promised you something, I'm always going to let you come on because you're very knowledgeable, dude. So get on here too. I tell all these guys, come on. You know what I mean? You got to give me an email. I send you a link and I can fit 10 people in there. French is one that I know, brother. You are family, brother. No doubt, brother. You are, brother. I respect you a lot, bro. just like Gary, just like AJ, just like fucking Pulse. You know, I respect all you people. Just like Jay, just like Ken, like since the old school guys, since I've been there, you know, will be 4 years and fucking the end of March. It'll be 4 years I've been over. I ranked up like a year and a half in, you know. I just did that to support the channel, you know what I mean, Jay, and you know what he does, you know. But he does a good job. We have a good community over there. And it comes back, you know, we all support each other. It works out, you know, and it's only gonna work out better and better. Fights came on too early. I don't well, they were early today for us, like, you know what I mean, on the East Coast. I mean, usually they're not till nighttime, like 7. You're on the West Coast, right? Yeah, you're in Cali, that's right. So yeah, that'd be earlier for you, right? That'd be like fucking 11 or noon or whatever the fuck, right? Something like that. But isn't it better, like, for you over there, because now you got the whole night for yourself? Or do you like just doing it at the end of the night, watching the fights and going to bed after? I get it, bro. Rest in peace, Marvin. I got him right up there on my backdrop, bro. And Muhammad Ali up top, and Marvin Hagler, the Petronelli's holding him with the fucking green belt. You know what I mean? Yeah, I miss Marvin Hagler, man. I wanted him to be the first guy on my podcast because he was the first one that inspired me at like 8, 9 years old when I seen him on what was it? Wide World of Sports back then in the late 70s. I see him running on the beach. Whoa, 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 whoa. While he's running in combat boots. Whoa, who's the champ? I'm the champ. I'm like, yeah, I like this fucking guy, man. You know what I mean? Then it showed, you know, fucking highlights of him and shit. That was old school shit. You know what I mean? But rest in peace, Marvin. You know, Ant, I'm sure you would fucking appreciate that, brother. Sure he would. You a little behind, chat. Bedtime, UK. I'm sorry, brother. Gary, thank you, brother, for jumping in, bro. I appreciate your fucking your time, brother. I know all our time is valuable. I know that, brother. I appreciate you, bro, a lot. Thank you. Get a good night's sleep, brother, and get your rest, brother. And get at me sometime, dude. We'll talk, brother. We'll go on, Gary. Savages. You're a savage too, brother. Ant Francis surprised us all. Yes, he did, Ant. And I gave him his flowers, and I'll keep giving him his flowers. And I believe he won that fight too. I'm emotionally invested, so I'll wait till tomorrow. Well, no, it's not even tomorrow yet. Thank God. That's good. It's still early. But I'm gonna watch it tomorrow when I wake up and have more of a non-biased viewing, because I thought Fury was just gonna use his jab the whole fight, you know, fucking outbox him. And I thought he was actually going to give him a boxing lesson. That's what I thought was going to happen. And Francis was going to get paid. And it, you know, it's a win-win. But Francis, I always say this, like when I say this, Ant, I always say, I'm caught, like if you have a little bit of doubt in your mind that you can lose, you'll lose. You know what I mean? I always say this. I say, that's why I'm always so confident. Like, I'm so confident in myself with any man. I will never let another man beat me. That's my mentality. That's why I train. Still at 52 years old, I train like I'm a fucking 20-year-old. I have to, because if I don't train, my injury gets worse and worse and worse. Instead of just keep it right where it is, you know, I'm in pain. That's fine. I'll live with it. I don't cry about it. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm in pain. I will never take fucking pain meds again. I will never take fucking the amount of oxycodone I was prescribed, the amount of Xanax I was prescribed. It's ridiculous. I'm only on 2.5 or 2 Xanny bars a day right now. That's it. From 12 and 9, you can't just come off benzos, diazepam, because you could die. Just like booze. If you drink booze from morning to night every day, you can't just stop it. You could die. You have a stroke, whatever. But anything else, heroin, cocaine, any other drug, yeah, you might feel like you're going to die, but you won't die. You won't die. You might feel like you're dead or you're going to die, but you will not die. Those other two, alcohol and benzodiazepine. So that's Xanax, Valium, Klonopin, Ativan. I think there's one. Is it Ativan? It might be Ativan. I forget. I'm not positive on that Ativan one. All right, people, don't hold me responsible for that. But any benzo, like any benzodiazepine, it's a family of they're all like Valiums. They're all the same fucking thing. But I think Klonopin got like a fucking antipsychotic in it or something, a little bit. So yeah, they just fucking relax you. You know what I mean? And I honestly, like I was on so many. My wife actually used to say she used to put them away a little bit if I didn't do all of them during the month. So she would like keep saving them for me. And when I came off all the pain meds and I came way down on my fucking benzos all at once, she had a lot saved for me. So I got to thank her for she had extra Xanax. So I could do extra Xanax when I was coming off all those pain meds. It was the hardest thing I ever did. And I had to go to get methadone every morning for 11 months. I came off that because I'm not good at taking, I'm not good at like being someone's fucking, I don't know. I just can't take orders from people. I'm not gonna go around people that are fucking addicted to the needle and shit because I don't want to sit there with people once a week in a fucking meeting where they say they're sober when I know damn well I see them fucking talking shit, fucking right before the meeting, fucking talk about going to get high with dope, fucking or whatever the fuck they were doing. You know what I mean? It's none of my fucking business, but I can hear. You know what I mean? So I'm not stupid. You know what I mean? So it's like you're being a fucking hypocrite. You know what I mean? These people. You know what I mean? I'm like, I can't be around these people. So not only that, but I don't look down on people. You know what I mean? That use because listen, I don't go to AA, I don't go to any none of that shit. I did it all for myself because self-respect for myself and my kids and my wife next door here. All right. So that's it. Like I have that as motivation for me to keep doing it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't even have an urge. Like I haven't even had an urge like this whole time. Because you know why? Every day you feel better and better. You know, I was in a fog, but I was very productive. You know what I mean? It's weird because I was so productive on them. Like my doctor used to say, he goes, Robbie, anyone else would be drooling out there. Y'all walking around reading magazines, fucking talking to, fucking just doing all kinds of shit. You're like, I like your fucking music. I don't like when you're saying you're sniffing Oxycontins and shit. I'm fucking subscribing to you, but I go, I gotta be real, doc. You know, that was one fucking time I did it, but I was kidding. I actually sniffed them all the fucking time. I never fucking popped those. I popped them the first time. I didn't do them for like 8 months. I don't like those fucking things. And the one time I sniffed them, it was a totally different thing. I was up, felt up, and a little bit down because it was my first time, you know. I was only used to doing like 2 or 3 perks on a Friday from 2000 to 2002 or something, 2001, like a little past 2001. So yeah, that was like on a Friday night, the last day of the week. Like I grabbed 5 perks, me and my partner, my buddy, he's gone. God bless his soul. All, like 70 dear friends are gone. No bullshit. They all died from, you know, they started with the pills, then they went to the heroin, and ended up killing them all. God bless his souls. Some of them got shot in the head, some of them got shot. Like a lot of weird shit, but mostly opiates. And then they went to heroin because it was cheaper. Because it was $1 a milligram for an 80 milligram, Oxycontin. It was $80. I mean, and I never did pills to the year 2000. I was dead set against that shit in the 80s and 90s. I'm sitting there sniffing cocaine, drinking, and I'm like, I don't want you shooting dope in front of me. And I would say leave the fucking room. Like I demanded, like that's how fucking nasty I was, dude. And fucking people were fucking like, I don't know, man. I just fucking used to put people, hey, go in the other fucking room and do that. I don't want to see that fucking shit. You know, so. But yeah, I used to look down on it. But then I even said I was sorry to my stepfather because he came off the methadone one time. I came off, I didn't have a problem. You know what I mean? Like I came off, I swear to God, like I came off 130 milligrams in 26 days, 5 fucking milligrams a day. And I went back to the gym. That the first day I came off the fucking methadone, I went to the gym that day, and then I never stopped training again. I went back to my old self, training all the time again, you know. And I lost like fucking 100 pounds down to 225. I was like 300 fucking 25 plus pounds when I was on the pills. Just Just a fucking fat, fucking overweight, fucking, just a fucking really fucking rude cocksucker. You know what I mean? But I was very nice to people too. I gave a lot of people things, you know what I mean? I always help people, you know what I mean? So, you know, those people, I'll never fucking never look at those people again. You know what I mean? I don't wish nothing bad on them enough, because I'm not that type of person. Like, if I don't like somebody, I'll go nip it in the bud right away because I don't want that shit lingering in my head. But there are people, when I see them, if they get cute, there's going to be a fight. And it ain't going to go well for them. I can guarantee fucking that. That's one thing I can guarantee. Like, we was guaranteeing, oh, that's very good. Well, I checked someone this morning that I respect too. I like them too. It's not that I was just telling him, listen, dude, yeah, he does a chance. What are you talking? Of course he can win. He's being elite mixed martial artist. What are you talking about? Dude, it's like I've seen him almost kill fucking elite fucking striker. What he did to Overeem. Overeem ain't no chump. He almost decapitated that dude. He beat Stipe after he got ragdolled by him. He fucking learned and trained with a bad knee. He's just mentally strong. I'm like, you can't say that about a guy that's that fucking confident in himself. Everyone doubting him is what made him fucking win. And they weren't going to let a UFC fighter win a decision. Not boxing. You're going to knock that motherfucker out cold for you to win. And Francis learned a big lesson tonight, the boxing fucking politics. And we all know about it. Gary, you're a savage, brother. I love savages, brother. You're a savage too, brother. I hope you're getting good rest, brother. And yes, he did, brother. Thank you, brother. Dude, like I fell on my head 2003, bringing my German Shepherds up the back stairs. Halfway up, I grabbed the railing, it gave. I went over both of them, 14 feet on my head, right on the cement. Fractured my skull. My head was bleeding inside my brain. No scar. They cut my head open, fucking stopped the bleed inside my brain, and fucking I woke up 2 days later, fucking pulling the tube out of my mouth, looking at my family and my in-laws on one side, my wife right there, my in-laws, my blood, my family, like everyone's staring at me, like, Robbie, because the operating doctor said to my wife, 50-50 chance he's gonna make it through this operation. They showed her because she had to sign consent. No one else could, just her, my wife, should have given consent to operate on. And he showed with another doctor, he showed like on an x-ray on the screen. See that white spot in his head there? That's bleeding. It's still bleeding. So if we don't stop that bleeding, he bleeds out. He's dead. We don't know if you're going to have to wipe his ass for the rest of his life. We don't know. Like every 1,000 things we know about the brain, there's a million things we don't know. And this guy's like one of the best trauma surgeons on the East Coast. Anthony Jabrai. Shout out to Anthony Jabrai from Brazil. What a great fucking trauma surgeon. Oh, man, yeah. They want me to stay there for 3 to 9 months upstairs. And I was out on bail for a union thing, smacking around a guy that sucker punched our business manager. I couldn't fucking use that excuse. I said, no, thank you for saving my life, but I'm going home. I will rest at home. I'll rest. I would wheel myself outside with the wheelchair every 15, 16 times a day. Like I couldn't fucking sleep. You know what I mean? After fucking being in a coma for 2 days, after fucking brain surgery, you're just fucking like, man, I'm glad to be alive. You know what I mean? Like, I've been in situations where life and death, doing really dangerous shit. You know what I mean? I could have been killed, but I wasn't worried about dying. You know what I mean? But when I came out of that, I was pretty sure I had some fucking huge angels on me because that's what the doctor said to me. He goes, listen, you fought to live, kid. He goes, you're a big, strong kid. You fought to live. No doubt about it. He goes, there's no doubt about it. Someone was looking out for you, kid. Because I wasn't lying to your wife when I said 50-50. Like I had to find the bleeding, he said. It wasn't easy. He said, but you're alive. I go, thank you, doc. You know, I promise you. I go, when can I work out again? He said, well, when you're working out, blood rushes to your head. He goes, you're going to have to take a break. So I went and see him 2 months later, and he gave me the okay. He goes, you seem to be fucking great. I go, yeah, doc, all thanks to you. He goes, yeah. He goes, you know, I know you got pain and stuff, but I go, listen, doc, the only reason I work out is for my mental. It's the pain's going to be there anyways, regardless of what I do. I still got to go back to work because I can't sit around. As you know, I wouldn't go upstairs for not from my ICU. I wouldn't go upstairs for 3 to 9 months. And I couldn't use that as an excuse with my ex-business manager or my co-defendant who died. Pro fighter, his father trained me. Gold Glove champ, Junior Olympic champ, was 12-2 as a pro. Lost the same kid twice. He died a week before. He was going to take all the time and all the fucking, because me and my our ex-business manager, we were all tunnel working Sandhogs, right? He didn't have kids. My boy, you know, God bless his soul. Stephen P. Signano, God bless up there. His brother just died, his older brother, Bruce Signano. He just died he had liver cancer or something like that. Died off pretty fast. He was a tough dude too, like a good boxer. His father was the best trainer I ever had. But yeah, God bless that whole family. Eddie Sigliano, my trainer, his father, his mother, Olga Sigliano, and the brother that died, Eddie Jr., when they were younger. Yeah, great people. One of the best families. That's what sucks about all the friends I lost. I love their parents too. And they're all gone too. A lot of people. I lost a lot of friends. Guys that you can't replace. Guys that but it's kind of fun how God works, man. It's like they fucking, God puts different good people in your life. These were all good people. They were all just misunderstood. And they have balls, you know what I mean? Like these guys are like 2 years older than me. These are all people I grew up with all my life, always older. But savages. Like savages. I was really, truly a savage before 21 years old. Like way before the internet was around, anything. I had to run the payphones and fucking remember phone numbers and you know, beeper pages, all that shit. You know, constantly fucking hustling. You know what I mean? But then, you know, once I had my daughter, like I said earlier, that changed my whole perspective on life. 38 hours of labor with my wife, cutting the umbilical cord, and then my son, 10.5 years later, he just started college in September. My daughter already graduated UMass JFK. She works from home for the state and shit. She does good. Like, I'm proud of my kids. Like, I went through all that shit, right? And I'm sure the law hates it that I fucking, you know, raised 2 great fucking kids. You know what I mean? So, yeah, now it's time for me to do my fucking things now. And my kids need to be adults. And my daughter's doing her thing, right? And my son, he loves it. He got a Celtics internship there too, Suffolk University, you know, so it's good. I'm not worried about shit because I would die for my family. I know people say it, like Kane, Velasquez. I know plenty of guys have said this, but they would fucking call the cops or something. I would definitely kill somebody for someone to fuck with my family. I would die or kill or be killed. I would kill or be killed. My wife and kids, or any one of our loved ones. And I would actually do that for certain friends too. Certain people out there, they know who the fuck they are. I'm not naming names, you know. I'll give you the people's names that are dead. You know what I mean? I got a track. I got my album coming out, Ant. I hope you're a Cali guy. So you know what? I want you to fucking hear it. It'll be out soon. Before 2000, I just finished my 18 beat fucking yesterday or Saturday or Friday. This week, I just finished 18 beat. And I'm really excited. He wrote like 5. I got about 5 tracks right now. And, you know, I got to write some more tracks. I got to master the fucking beats, EQ them, all that shit, right? Then I got to spit to them. And as I'm making these beats, I'm like, I cannot wait to fucking spit these things. Because I had my producer do it the first 2 albums. You know what I mean? Now that I know how to work tech and everything, while I come off those painkillers, I was actually learning every fucking day. You know what I mean? I was teaching myself all this shit that I never knew how to do because I was too busy running tunnel jobs and making money. You know what I mean? Like legit legal money, you know? So, Yeah, the feds came down on the union, and they came down on my boss really hard, and he wasn't even a criminal. It's sad. It's fucking sad because it ruined a lot of our careers. But I got an early retirement coming 55, so 2 more years. I turned 53 in January 7th of this coming up year. I'll be 53. I feel like I'm fucking 30 fucking 3, honestly. Other than the injuries, like landing on my head and shit, other than the back, every disc is going a different direction from my ass bone all the way up to my neck. So when people say my back, my neck, and my back, all this shit, right? And I know it hurts because I know what I go through, but no one else understands it. So I don't say it to nobody because no one's gonna understand unless they went through it. You know what I mean? So Gary just told me earlier, I'm like, I've never heard you say that, brother. I never even seen you write that, complain about pain. Now I understand when he says he has to go sleep. He's to rest his body. I get it now. Good man. Gary's a good man. Ant, you're a good man. AJ's a good man. Fucking Pulse is a good man. Like all you guys, Jay, Ken, everybody. There's so many. Kiwi, so many insights, so many people. I can go on and on. You know, I go on and on and on. I love the community of good people we have, man. We have a really strong community of good people that we all get along good. It's really good to see. And Jay's done a good job with that. Like, let's give him his flowers too. We had a good day today. It was a good day. We've seen history today, man. And I would love to see Dana with his white faces. I think deep down inside he's happy for Francis because I don't think he's that much. I believe Dana White takes care of his fighters, even ones from back in the day. I really believe he does. He doesn't want anyone to know. I believe that's what he does. But I could be wrong. But I know he gave DC like $1 million, an extra $1 million, and a commentary job, after he lost to John Jones. He's crying in the ring and shit. Because he tried so hard, you know what I mean? And DC, you're not going to hate on the guy. You know what I mean? You're going to hate on John Jones. Come out of retirement and fight him. If it bothers you that fucking bad, give him his fucking flowers. Because John Jones is a bad motherfucker, man. And so are you, DC. Okay, looking forward to it. Yeah, and yeah, dude, I got fucking 3 of them, brother. I appreciate glad to hear, man. Thank you, man. All right, people, listen, my wife just got home about 10, 15 minutes ago. I gotta close this up and what's it called? Do a little bit of typing on Spotify and everything else because this is a podcast actually too. So this goes audio versions to every podcast platform. I'm doing the best on Apple, I guess, because I checked the fucking analytics and shit. So it's always doing good, and it always does better, a little bit better. It's a slow because I'm getting organic people, real people, and not no bots or nothing. You know what I mean? Just slowly but surely. I need to get 1,000 fucking subscribers on there. That's what I need, and then I'll probably do it 5-6 days a week, every fucking morning or every night or every afternoon, something. Whatever people want the most, I will do for the subscribers. You know what I mean? I'll try to make it for when everyone is able to listen or watch or whatever. You know what I mean? Because you can listen to it on the audio version. I'm gonna go get sponsors and shit. I've already been offered sponsorships and shit, but I'm not gonna promote anything I don't believe in. So I had to say no, and it wasn't enough money anyways. It wasn't worth it to me. I'm not looking to get rich doing this, but I'm looking to get paid, though. I should get paid, and I will have merch and all that shit, too. And I'm doing some other shit, too. A lot of good things are going to come up, people. And thank you so much for coming in, brother. You promised you would. I appreciate you, brother. Gary, I hope you're getting some good rest, brother. AJ, thank you, brother. All these. Pulse, thank you. All the people that jumped in and out. I've seen everyone jumping in and out on 3 different screens, on all the other platforms. Thank you, all of you. And all the people that listen to the audio version all across the world. I love all of you people. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing and listening. I know I get that accent. I know I get that Boston accent. I really don't give a fuck. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks because I know who I am. So that's the thing. Do you know who you are? Not you people there in the Savage room. I know you guys are. You guys are good people. I'm talking to people out there, people that hate me, the people that try to fucking motivate me. I'm the most motivated person you'll ever fucking see in your life. You guys will be underneath me by this time next year. Like, you have no idea. Trying to tell me about fucking life. Don't ever do that. You fucking idiots. You guys say you got a free fucking class to teach something, and then you're trying to sell it. Fucking stop with that bullshit. I'm not the one. I was born in the morning, not yesterday fucking morning. You'll never, ever, ever be able to motivate me. I'll motivate your ass, motherfucker. Trust me. I've never been lazy in my fucking life. Never. I grew up at 7 years old. I had my mother, my single mother, with my brother and sister. Their father died 3 months into a pregnancy, twins. I was very happy as a 7-year-old kid with a brother and sister. But it's a lot of hard work I had to do with my mother, with my brother and sister. Sometimes I couldn't go out with my friends till like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Sometimes I had to sacrifice to help my mother. That was when I was young, though. You know what I mean? But yeah, we all been through some fucked up shit in our lives, man. I grew up with a single mother. I didn't meet my father till 32. All that shit. Just life's not fair sometimes. But listen, there's a way out. There's a way out. You just gotta think yourself through it, and don't commit to anybody but yourself. Have respect for yourself, people. Self-respect. It's the most important thing. Courage. You don't need liquid courage. You need courage. You need to face your fucking fears, because you really realize that those fears were nothing to fear in the fucking first place. I guarantee you'll learn that lesson if you face it. Training is important for your mental. I'm going to start doing really good motivational videos. I'm not going to be preaching to nobody. I'm just going to give you really good exercise. I'm not just going to show you training at the end of my workout, at the end of 2 hours of going fucking the dark places in my mind with my headphones on. Like, I'm training. I'm really thinking about, like, when I'm training to fight and everything, that's what I'm doing. I'm going back to my old school boxing training. I train really fucking hard. You know what I mean? And I'm always ready. But it does do my mental so much better. So after I get done early in the morning training or something, I want to do my live streams. And I think that's the way I'm going to start doing it, because I'm humbled. I train till I'm humbled. And it's important for everyone out there. Listen to me. It'll add 10 years to your life, 20, 30 years to your life. You cannot start out training like a savage. You have to slowly do it, or you'll be sore as fuck. You'll be sore as fuck. You'll be really sore. And you won't be able to keep up with guys that have been doing it all their life. Just like I've been doing I took like a year and a half off, 2 years, whatever the fuck it was, and I blew up to 325 plus pounds. You don't need roids to get bigger, stronger. None of that shit. None of that shit. Take care of your heart. Take care of your brain. So when you feel good, you're always going to look good when you train. But when you feel good, your mental is so much better, people. Your depression will go away. Everything will go away. You'll get so much confidence in yourself. Please, people out there, I'm going to put out fucking something every day. It'll be in the video like I've done many times in there. Even live streams, I've done it. You know what I mean? So I've done like 10 quadruple sets, throw 1,000 punches, 100 punches, with heavy hands, after 3 sets of other push-ups, fucking abs, fucking squats. I do, throw 100 punches and do 10 sets of that right on the fucking thing. So I could show people you could do this right where you're working, or right in your fucking bedroom. If you don't want to go outside, you're scared of fucking cold or whatever, you can do it right in your fucking house. You get really in good shape. But me, I like to go outside and train down the park. I like to run on the streets. I like to run on the treadmills at the gym. I always run before. I do a full body workout, all light weights, a lot of reps, because I used to do a lot of heavyweight when I was young. I realized that that's not the best thing for fighting. So I just went to lightweight. So I run, I stretch, run, full body workout during the winter, full body workout, and then run again, and then stretch and leave. But this whole summer, it's all been body weight training at the park, put my gym pass on hold, you know what I mean? So in November, I'll go back to the gym 3 days a week, and I'll go outside, even during in the cold. I train outside in the cold. I train in the elements. It makes you tougher. I try to explain that to people all the time. But I will get really in depth and explain to people what these exercises are doing and how I do them. So, how it affects, how it works on your endurance, all these things. I'm going to explain. I'm going to be very detailed and more professional because I have to be the star of my own movie here. And all I have to try to do is just get 0.1% better every time I step on you. So now that I'm more comfortable, I will get better and better and better. And, prepared for a third album coming out. It's I ain't gonna put it out unless it's dope. So, and it's gonna come out. So yeah, like get ready for the realest white MC you've ever heard, people. And I'm gonna call out a lot of rappers out there that are faking it and faking it and faking it. Disney rappers, XCO, sheriff rappers, gangster rap. Get the fuck out of here. I gotta call you motherfuckers out. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna call you motherfuckers out. I'm gonna call your cards. I already got the song written. It's called Fugazi. Ant Williams, thank you, man. I appreciate you guys. Gary, I hope you're getting some good rest, my man. AJ, thank you so much. Pulse, thank you so much. You guys are all right, man. Everything you guys said, I agree with almost every single one of you guys. Maybe 2 or 3 comments, from each individual. I probably, I could see where you're coming from, and I could see the maybe not, you know what I mean? But there's always a possibility. I think he should stick with boxing and make a lot more money. But he signed that contract with PFL, so he's got to fight next month, I'm pretty sure. But if he was smart, he would take a buyout or something. I don't know. I don't know how that works there, man. I really don't. PFL, they got their own fucking thing. I know they got plenty of money, I guess. I don't know how the fuck they make money with that product. You got to add elbows. You know what I mean? But thank you, all you guys. Thank you so much, everybody out there. I appreciate you, and I promise you'll never get Fugazi here. You'll always get real, raw, brutally honest. There's no other way. I don't know no other way, people. And if I'm cringe or whatever, just go to the next channel and watch them or something. You know what I mean? Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? I know I ain't going to please everybody. I'm not trying to please you. I'm just trying to give you accurate information. That's it. And build a community of good people. That's it. That's all I'm doing. So, I appreciate every one of yours, even the locals that are scared to death to do this or whatever the fuck, or scared to death to leave a comment or whatever the fuck. You shouldn't be. Go on YouTube. Don't do it from fucking Facebook or fucking Twitter because I can't see it. So you got to go on fucking YouTube. It's free. Just go there. You'll see the fucking live stream. Just go to the live fucking versions. You'll see it. Or you got to subscribe. In the granite, the I and the T, the I and N is a capital letter. The T and the is connected to the small N. The granite, a big G, capital G, and all little letters, right? Granite, and a 617 at the end. So it's all one word together with the 617 at the end. So I want to be original, not like everyone fucking else. I hope you guys appreciate that. You know what I mean? Because I did work in solid fucking granite, 500 feet underground. And most of the time I worked up top as a fucking top man, master rigger, tagger, / steward. Fucking just running jobs. That's what I did. That's what I was hired for. So to be my left hand, my business manager's left hand man. And I served them well all the way to the end. I never betrayed anybody. Thank you, people. I love all my subscribers, all of you, and the community we have at Rush Hour Fight Club. We all have a good community, and we have great fights coming, man. We have every weekend. We have great fights coming. So congratulations again, Francis Ngannou. Fury, I mean, I think you're one of the best champions ever, but that shouldn't have been like that. You should have definitely beat that guy, Francis. But Francis had other plans, and you know what? When people doubt you, it's done it to me so many times. They still do it to this day, probably, and they don't realize I'm always gonna win at whatever I do. I've never been average in anything. I'll definitely admit I've done a lot of hack jobs in the beginning, yeah, and I'm trying to get better and better at this. This ain't something I'm used to doing, but I will do this for a long time. And I'll build a big community. You know what I mean? And everyone is welcome. Anyone bullies anyone, I'll fucking put them on timeout, or I'll put them fucking. I'll just get rid of them, because there ain't no fucking people bullying people in there. I'm not gonna allow that. No one does that here. So it's just never gonna be allowed. So if you're new, or if you're watching and you just feel nervous, come in to meet the people. And they're all good people. They're all good people. Thank you very much, people. Have a great Sunday. And again, congratulations, Francis Ngannou. I'm very proud of you, man. And you're a fucking inspiration to a lot of people, my brother. And I'm sure Cameroon is going off tonight. Good for you, and good for fucking Africa and fucking Cameroon, man. Good for you, Francis. And Tyson Fury, on to the next one, brother. Train a little harder, and do not ever take no one for granted ever again. Don't ever take anyone lightly, because you got a target on your back, brother. You're the fucking heavyweight champ. If this was a title fight, you were very close to losing your belt. So, you got to train harder. And I know you're fucking really good, Tyson Fury. That was the worst I've ever seen you ever. And that was the worst version Francis seen. So when he sees the best version of you, if you guys should fight again. Like, it would be fucking. I'm sure people who want to watch that again. I definitely want to see it again, but I want to see it when Francis is a little bit better too, and you train really fucking hard. I don't know, Tyson Fury. It didn't look like you trained hard. And you call yourself a fat guy and all this shit. Who cares if you're big bone? Who gives a fuck about that shit, Tyson Fury? You're a fucking great fucking boxer. You're an elite boxer. And you've done all this shit. I know you don't have to fight no more. And that's why you're not as hungry no more. But you're a legacy boxer. And you need to end your career as a legacy boxer. So you got to beat Usyk. You have to beat Usyk. And then you have to come back and beat Francis. And then retire. Let Deontay Wilder run that, or Francis run that division, or Usyk, or Andy Ruiz, you know what I mean? Those four. I don't see anyone else. Oh, yeah, and the younger heavyweights coming up too. There's some talent. So Francis, yeah, I agree with a lot of the people in there that say you should do this for full time. I definitely fucking agree. I would like to see that. I'm sure everyone else obviously wants to see it. I don't know how you get out of your PFL contract. I don't know if they can buy you out of that. But I would just train boxing. But that's up to you, Francis. I'm sure a lot of people are going to say that to you. I guarantee you won 10 rounds with the fucking heavyweight champ tonight. And not just any champion. Tyson Fury is a fucking good elite boxer. I don't care what anyone fucking says out there. Elite boxer. Go watch all his fights. Not just the Wilder fights. Those are great fights. But prior to that, he's a fucking tough dude, man. Tyson Fury, maybe it's just time for you to retire before you get an L on that zero. You know what I mean? I mean, your wife wants you to retire. You know what I mean? I heard her today talking about it. All right. Peace, people. Aunt Williams, peace to you and yours. I hope you have a great fucking rest of your day, brother, and rest of your night, my man. And until next week, I think it's Monday. I'll be on like 4 times. I'm gonna for now on. I'm gonna do it the night before. So just keep your notifications on, people, and I'll do it. I don't care if you guys come on like while I'm doing it. That's fine, because I get a lot of my views after. That's fine. I don't care. But you got anyone's welcome in here, and anyone that wants to fucking come on and talk fighting with me, you're more than welcome to. Just send me an email. I'll send you a link. You hit the link, and you're right in the fucking room. Right on. Yeah. So any knowledgeable people out there, I'm gonna have a lot of good guests on. I'm gonna go back to the podcast too. I'm gonna go back to doing that again too. But I know more about fighting than most people out there because I've already done it. I've fought my whole fucking life in the streets, in the ring. Never been fucking clipped. Never been fucking KO'd. I did all the KO. So the idiots out there, the fucking the big wigs, the fucking, all the assholes that have the copyrights and shit. I'm the motherfucker you need to fucking let fucking talk about this shit because I understand it more than most people. Because I actually lived it. I fought in amateur. I fought with spar with pros every fucking time. Best fighters. I know this fucker. I know mixed martial arts like the back of my hand. I know both of them. I love kickball. I love Muay Thai. I love what One FC's doing, one championship over there in Thailand. I love those warriors over there in Muay Thai. I love kickboxers, crazy motherfuckers from Netherlands, Denmark, all those places. Those people are wild people over there, and they're really tough, Ernesto Hoost, one of my favorite. The Black Bruce Lee. There's so many guys over there that are elite legends. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's great fighters all over the fucking world. And Francis just inspired a lot of. He inspired me to work. I work hard at my crafts and the things I'm doing right, and the businesses I'm gonna start. That's starting up really soon. I ain't gonna tell you until they're started up, But yeah, you're a big inspiration. I'm actually gonna work 5 times harder than I've been working since I seen what you did tonight. You even inspired me, and that's very fucking hard to do. People, have a great night, blessed day, blessed night, blessed afternoon, wherever you are, and you will see me fucking Tuesday the latest, maybe Monday. I don't know. I'm gonna make my schedule tomorrow. I'll figure it out. But now on, from now till a long time, I'm gonna put in a lot more time on here for everybody and build a bigger community. Peace.